down a little bit. There, a little bit more. There we go. That's probably good. Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit more.
All right.
Oh,
Oh my, that's really low. There? There.
Maybe right there.
There.
We'll just leave it there.
Okay. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. So.
I can turn mine down a little bit too. There we go. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
we do not have a stat sheet today.
Okay.
Or I could probably go grab it.
We're good.
Anyways, welcome to the C Team Emmanuel game. Emmanuel versus Melrose-Mindoro, that is. All right. On the right side, in this corner, we have the Emmanuel Lancers. And in the other side, we have the Melrose-Mindoro somethings.
What are they?
I could probably. You got the
Mustangs.
I'll run down and grab
They are Mustangs.
Oh, they are the Mustangs?
Yes, they are the Mustangs.
I could probably go down and grab a stat sheet real quick. It looks like
that's what you did before.
No, they didn't have them up yet.
Okay, you can go grab them.
I'll be right back. Just commentate.
Okay. Hopefully this will be a good game. It is between the Lancers and Melrose-Mindoro. This is the C team game. And we will just about be starting. Here we go. For starters on the C team, Sam is back. Oh, okay. Anyway, for starters on the Lancers side, we have Sarah Fox, number 7. Marissa Conshock, number 2. Sarah Heinze, number 10. Jocelyn, I'm sorry, I don't know her last name, number 4. Miranda Fleischer, number 13. And Hannah Ullman, number 12, maybe? And for the Mustangs, we have number 12. Do we have their names?
We do not have the C team names.
Sorry, we don't have the C team. Okay, we have number 12, number 13, 3, 17, 8, and 19 for the Mustangs. Sarah Heinze will start off the game serving.
Broadcasting today, we have me, Sam Rodemacher, accompanied by Lydia Kettner, who is doing camera. All right. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to let us know in our Discord. We have the link in the description to that so you can communicate with us.
Sarah Heinze with a nice serve over to start the game.
Received by 3 over to 8, and number 13 bumps it all the way back over.
A little bit of miscommunication on the Lancer side. Jocelyn tries to get it, but just misses it with a bump. Number 19 will be serving for the Mustangs first. Nice overhand serve. Oh, and Jocelyn misjudges it a little bit. Nice try on her side. Hopefully she can get the next one. Got to warm up in these games sometimes.
Yeah, we apologize. We don't have the names for the Mustangs, so we'll just say their numbers. All right, 19 serves. Over to Sarah Heinze, over to Sarah Fox. Marissa bumps it. Number 19 bumps it over, gets back over on their side. Number 12 to 19, and 3 spikes it. And it is inbounds. So
a tricky spike there. And Rebecca just can't quite get to the back line to bump it back into the Lancers. Sorry, I'm failing. 19 will again be serving overhand. Nice one. Jocelyn bumps it up. Sarah Fox sets it. And Hannah goes up for the spike. It's more of a roll. 19 setting it up to 3, who spikes it over. Received by Hannah. Bumped up by Rebecca. And Sarah Heinze tries to bump it over, but it goes into the net. Very nice try on both sides.
All right, my turn. Number 19 serving again. She's served this entire game so far. Received by Rebecca, and Sarah tries to tip it over. Does not quite get it high enough over the net. But wait a second.
The Mustangs were in the net.
Yeah, so the Lancers get that point. We are now at 4-1. Oh, I don't have to say the score because you guys can see it.
Unless people are listening to it, then we should still say.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Marissa Conshock, number 2, will be serving for the Lancers. Overhand serve, and it almost gets over the net, but it just hits the top. Lancers are at 5 points. Mustangs are at 1. Very close. Well, decently close game.
All right, we got number 3 serving for the Mustangs. And that's an ace, right?
Yes.
I got it right.
Just rolls off of Marissa's hand, and no one can help her out with her receive.
Number 3 serving again, received by Jocelyn over to Marissa, who the bump is out of her control. Is that how you'd say that?
Sure.
Okay, you can do this one.
Number 3 will be serving again. Oh, and a little bit of miscommunication between Jocelyn and Sarah Heinze. That's okay. They'll talk it
Bada
out.
bing, bada boom. That's a nice zoom in
Timeout
on Christian now.
Sorry, I didn't see who the timeout was called by.
All right.
I'm not sure. No.
1 second. Kazumba TV.
With Prof. Grand's in the way.
He was making a weird face. All right.
Line judges today, we have Ethan Bailey
They look
and
so into
Ali
it.
Yu. I'm not sure about his last name. So they're both freshmen, so I don't really know them.
You were once there too.
Oh, I was always way above. No, I'm joking.
Last time Anthony was up here, he decided to come up with nicknames for everybody who was up here. He called me the Milk Snake.
Okay.
I don't know why, but let's see. We need to come up with something for you. Courtney,
Or not.
Courtney was the Nah.
Okay. You can hear me, right? Because I can't hear myself.
You can't?
No.
I can hear you.
Okay, that sounds good. Number 3 will be serving for the
Does-
Mustangs again. She has a very nice overhand serve. Sarah bumps it up. Sarah sets it. Sorry, there are 2 Sarahs. Miranda gets it over with a nice bump. 18 sets it up to 13 with a nice tip. And the Lancers cannot get to it. Very well played on both sides, and the Mustangs played a little bit better.
It's hard to say just first names or just last names because there's a lot of duplicates. All right,
Yeah.
number 3 serving again. Received by Marissa over to Sarah Heinze. And
There was a
Lift.
yes,
Yeah.
I believe.
on the Lancers.
I do know the ref signals. I just wasn't watching him.
Oh, we got a whole thing right here.
3 with another. Oh, and Sarah Heinze can't quite receive it. That would be an ace for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
The score is not right. Christian, what are you doing?
Is it not right? Why?
It is not right. No, wait. Yes, it is. Never mind. I think it is right.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it's right.
Yeah, I'm.
19
Sorry.
bumps it up over to 17, who hits it down.
But she hits a little bit too hard, and it goes out of bounds.
You guys are wondering why there's balloons everywhere? It's because it's senior night tonight. That'll be during the varsity game. So stick around for that.
And for the JV too, because I
Hey.
play in that.
If they stick around for varsity, they'll see JV too.
Well, if they just watch the C team and then go away and then come back to the. Okay. Very nice playing by
Number
Mustangs.
8 tries to spike it over, but it goes into the net.
Okay. Hannah Ullman, number 12, will again be serving for the Lancers. She has a nice overhand serve, and it's tricky. No, never mind. Sorry, I didn't see that. It went out of bounds barely on the left side of the court, but that doesn't matter. Okay, 17 for the Mustangs will be serving. There was just a substitution. Number 15, Josie Vaver, came in for Hannah Ullman. 17 on the Mustangs. Nice serve over. Sarah Heinze misjudged it a little bit, couldn't receive it. They'll readjust on the Lance's side to be able to get the next serve. 13 will again be serving for Mustangs.
17.
I'm sorry.
All right, we got 17. Over the net to Sarah Heinze, who bumps it, but it goes into the net, and her teammate's not able to receive that.
Dig it out.
Dig it out.
Dig it out of the net.
Dig it out of the ground.
Net.
17 again. Over to Josie Vaver, over to Sarah Fox. Number
Nice
12
volley
bumping it
going on.
over. And then we got Kaylee Koenig bumping it over to 17 to 8 and 19. They both bumped it over, but it went out of bounds. I'm not really sure which of them made contact with the ball, but
There's a substitution. Number 6, Karis will be coming in for Sarah Heinze. Sarah Fox.
are you sure? I think that one's Katara.
Oh, it's Katara. I am so sorry.
I've commentated a
15.
few of these games. I know some of their names. All right. Josie Weaver over to 3, over to 19, and number 12 hits it, but the Lancers touched the net, and before the Mustangs hit it out of bounds, so point goes to the Mustangs.
We have the Lancers at 4 and the Mustangs at 15. Number 8 on the
serves it, but
Mustangs.
it
We're
goes under the
trying
net.
to serve it, but it goes under the net.
Sherman says they should invent a game where you have to hit it under the net instead of over it. I feel like it would be a lot easier. All right, 19 over to 12, who sets it over to number 8, who hits it into the net. The ball sort of rolls off her hand.
I'm a little confused right now because 8 just served, so she should not be in the front row, but that's okay. Rebecca with another nice underhand serve. 8 setting it up for 12 to spike over. And miscommunication. Well, I don't know if it was Sarah Fox and Rebecca Durst both died for it, but couldn't quite get to it. Okay. 13 on the Mustangs will now be serving. Very nice overhand. Sarah Fox gets it up to Katera, who sets it up, and Marissa gets it over with a bump. 19 pushing it over. Sarah Fox bumping it. Katera setting it. Marissa with a tip.
Over to 3, over to 8. Sets up number 3, who hits it over. Hello, Sherman.
Marissa with a bump over, received by 13. Pushed over by 12. Their volley continues as there's a tip. Kaylee gets it up. Sarah Fox sets it. Marissa sets it over. 12 sets it up. 8 sets it up. And 12 with a spike over. Sarah Fox receives it. Katera.
You're doing great.
Tips it over. This volley is going on way too long. Kaylee with a very nice spike.
Continue.
Bumping over 12. Sarah Fox gets it up with a nice dig, and Katera can't quite tip it over. Very, very nice volley going on there. Mustangs got the point, though. They are at 17. The Lancers are at 6.
Number 13 serves, received by Sarah Heinze over to Katara. Miscommunication on the Lancers' part. No one really went for that after Katara hit it over. Now we have the Mustangs at 18. Lancers at 6. Number 13 gets to serve. Over to Sarah Fox, but it hits the ceiling and bounces off the rafters and goes all over the place.
Yeah, our ceiling's a little low, but that's okay.
The ceiling is a very prominent figure in this game.
Oh, yes. Oh, football by number 13 on the Mustang side.
Is that official?
Yes, it is. Kaylee, number 11, will be serving for Lancers.
I don't see it on here.
Kaylee with an underhand serve. 3 bumping it up. 8 setting it. And 3 with a nice spike over. And I'm sorry, I couldn't quite see that, but miscommunication or Lancers couldn't get to the ball. And we have Ethan Bailey calling it in as the line judge.
Okay.
Substitution on the Mustang side. Number 12 comes in for number 15. Number 12 will now be serving.
Okay, number 12 now be serving. Gets it over the net just barely, and that is an ace. It hits lands right in the middle of where all the Lancers were standing. They all sort of moved in to grab it, but no
you
one
don't grab the ball, you bump the ball.
Oh, bump it or dig it, right?
Or spike it or set it. Yeah, one of those.
Number 12 again. Received by Jocelyn. But what even just happened?
I don't know because the ref called it out.
It looked like it was. Did it bounce off the thing over there? I'm not sure.
No clue what happened there. I'm sorry, people.
But anyways, Hannah Ullman bumps it over to number 13. Number 8 sets up number 17, who hits it, and it rolls on top of the net and lands on the Lancers side without them able to control it and get it back over.
That is a very tricky play when it rolls across the net. You can
Yeah.
never tell where it's going to end up.
Got to be ready. Number 12 again. Over to Sarah Fox, over to Katara, over to Marissa. Yeah, I remembered. Starts with an M.
3 has some very nice spikes this game. Marissa sets it up and Hannah pushes it over. Mustangs can't receive it. Well, they received it. They couldn't get it back over net, I guess.
Katara again.
Is it Katara or Katara?
I say Katara, but you can say it however you want to.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know freshmen's names. Nothing against them whatsoever. I just am not social, so sorry about that.
Katar or something again. Katar something. All right. Again over to Sarah Fox. And I'm not sure what happened.
Something with the net.
The ref is not facing us, so it's kind of difficult to see. But we are at set point.
Yeah, we are.
Number
Mustangs
19
at
serving
25,
again.
Lancers at 9. There was a substitution.
24. What?
What did I say?
You said 25.
I'm sorry. There was a substitution on the Lancer side. I think Sarah Fox came in for Katara.
Number 19 over to Jocelyn, to Marissa, and Hannah tips it. Point and goes to the Lancers.
Okay, I got this. The Mustangs are at 24. The Lancers are at 10.
There you go.
It is possible for the Lancers to come back, but Marissa will have to serve the rest of them, which looks like it won't be happening as she just misses her serve. Mustangs win the first set.
We are at halftime, sort of.
Except that there's not a half of 3 because that's 1.5. Thank you for watching this game. I hope you stay tuned for the next 2.
Kazumba TV.
Okay, that was our commercial. I guess I don't know what that is. It was a very good game. Well played on both sides.
Set. That was just the first set.
Well, it can be a game too. Games and set are the same, but set is
more
official. Yes.
Really? Oh.
And then the match is the 3 or 5.
Why do they call them matches? Because when I look, you say volleyball game, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a volleyball game.
You're supposed to.
I'm gonna play a volleyball match.
Yeah, you're supposed to say that.
I never hear anything like that.
That's because like everything else is called a game, except I think tennis is a match too.
Yeah. Well. Basketball games, volleyball games.
No, but it's volleyball matches.
Cross country meets.
Swimming meet? Oh wait, no, that was not called a game. Okay.
Wait, is it called swimming meet?
Yes, it's a
okay.
Just like track meet and cross country meet and
meet and greet.
Okay, we had some very nice volleys on that game. Again, I apologize for all the name mistakes.
Yeah,
and we don't have the names. I'm doing something with my mic. We don't have the names for Melrose, the Mustangs.
Yeah, we do have JVs and varsities. And yeah, we could say who's coaching the Lancers. We have
Kendra Nalman.
Yeah, Kendra Nalman and
someone Lau. Isn't that a Lau?
Samantha.
No, yeah, that's the other girl. I don't know her last name.
Yeah.
Rachel is their manager.
And Prof. Kranz is our athletic director. He's wearing a tie with a bunch of eagles on it. He wears a lot of fancy ties. He's got all the
Wait,
ties.
Is that supposed to be our trainer? Because she's not our normal trainer, but it looks like she might be our trainer.
I'm not sure. Looks like it.
And then we have a few fans over here. Oh, no, wait, I have to go all the way over here. That's Jen Rutz. And, that's Prof. Lau on the way right. And Megan Oster right beside him.
You should know your coach's name.
I know, the JV coach, so my coach. And I recognize that lady, but I'm sorry, I don't know her name.
Mrs. Oster.
Mrs. Oster, there we go.
All right.
We will just now probably be starting this next Ugh. Well, match or second set.
Can I say set? Yeah.
Yes.
Game, set, match.
No, not a match.
Set, match, game.
I can hear a few fans below us, but I can't see them. So. Oh, and there's some over there too.
We can show the fan cam in the next timeout.
Yes.
All right, we got Sarah Heinze, Guitar Milky, and Hannah with the spike, but it's a bit too powerful and a bit too to the right. And it's out of bounds.
Why are you laughing?
A bit too to the
Number
right.
19 tries to serve, just a little short, and it goes under the net. Lancers get the point. It is now tied 1-1.
Guitar up again. Not managed to get the ball over. So now we are at 2-1.
Yes. Mustangs in the lead. Number 21 will be serving for the Mustangs. She has a very nice overhand. Tried to receive by Rebecca, but she was a little bit too far forward, so it rolls off into the backcourt. And then, so it's not received by the Lancers. Number 21 will now again be serving. Another nice overhand. Oh, but it goes out. Karis, number 5, will be serving for the Lancers.
Nice underhand over to 14, 17. And number 8's one with the bump. And then we got Hannah hitting it. Number 21 not able to bump it up in the air.
Hannah gets a spike kill.
We are all tied up.
3-3.
3-3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Karis again. Order 21. And number 8
gets a wonderful
bumps it up in the air.
Can't quite get it over.
Not land inbounds. Got Karis again. Received by 14, I want to say. And that would be number 14 with the, would that be called a spike?
Spike kill.
Spike kill over the net.
Wait, how many people do we have on?
Oh, I can check. We are at 6 viewers.
Oh, hey.
And number 17 serves. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Into the net.
It was very hard, but not quite high enough. Hannah Ullman, number 12 for the Lancers, will now be serving. Lancers are in the lead by 1, 5-4. Received by 21. Tried to set up by 19, but she can't quite get there to get a nice setup. Well, it would have been like a bump set, but still. Hannah will again be serving for Lancers. She has a nice overhand serve. 17 digs it, and it goes over the net. Sarah Fox setting it up for Sarah Heinze to spike, and she gets the spike kill.
Lancers at 7. They're in the lead.
By 3.
By 3. You can. I can do math too.
Sam's supposed to be commentating.
Yeah, I know. I've been looking at the Discord. Your parents commented
Oh, no,
something.
That's not good. Oh, that was earlier though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. All right. Hannah Ullman serving over to 17 to 19, and that would be 14 with a spike. Karis not able to get it back over the net.
There's going to be a substitution on the Lancers side. Number 15, Josie Vaver, coming in for number 12, Hannah Ullman.
Oh, yeah. So now we got number 8 serving again.
Woo!
Whoa! Let's go.
Okay.
Moo. All right. Received by 6. Hits the
Oh,
ceiling and
ceiling.
slams back right on the ground again.
Ceiling likes to destroy your plan.
Yeah, he does. He's got a cruel mind.
Oh, it's a male. I thought it was a female. If we're going to personify it. And why is there a cat now?
Making a different animal noise whenever someone serves.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
did that
we're
once
gonna
last year in
ignore Sam
Sherman.
for a little bit. Sarah Fox, number 7, will be serving for Lancers.
All right, received by 18 over to 8. Oh, 19 actually. She bumps it over to Sarah Fox, over to Katara Milky, and Sarah Heinze bumps it over to 17. There's been a lot of bumping recently. There's 3 bumps right there. Number 12 bumping it over. Oh, there's a set. There we go. And
Another
Sarah
bump.
Heinze bumps. Bump. Bump. Beep, beep, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Okay, Sarah Fox setting it up. Sarah Heinze trying to bump it over. It's a little far back on the court.
There were
She can't
a
quite
lot
get
of
it
bumps
over.
there. All right, we got number 14.
For Mustangs serving. Mustangs are at 7. Lancers are at 9. It wasn't ace because it was in. Cars can't quite get to the ball.
Oh, he's over there. He's over there.
Number 14 for Mustangs will again be serving a nice overhand serve. Josie Vaver trying to receive it, but it goes out of bounds. Nice try there.
We're tied up 9-9. 9-9. Oh, yeah. All right. Number 14 serves, and that's a very nice ace there. So right in between Josie and Karis. All right. 14 again. I wish I had their names. She serves, but this one's a bit to the left and out of bounds.
Rebecca Durst, number 8, the libero for Lancers, will now be serving. She has a nice underhand. 21 receives it. 8 with the nice set. 21 bumps it over. Sarah Fox receives it. Set up by Katara. Josie. Oh, miscommunication between Josie and Karis. And Karis ends up whacking the ball into Josie's face with the loss of their point. But that's
And
okay.
would that be considered 4 hits?
Sure. Dead ball, we'll just say. Karis bumps, sets it up. And Karis tries to set it over. Oh, Katara. I'm so sorry.
There you
Katara
go.
is the setter. Karis tries to set it over, but can't quite get it. Number 12 on Mustangs will be serving overhand. She gets it over, received by Sarah Fox, set up by Katara, bumped
There
over
you
by
go.
Karis. Received by 21, set up by 8 and 13.
17. Oh, 17.
Katara with a nice tip-ish set over.
Katara
Setting it up
sets
again.
up.
Sarah Fox
Sarah
with
Fox.
a tip.
Okay. I'll let you talk.
Okay, now you missed me. Sarah Fox receiving it once again. Katara bump setting it. And Karis getting it over with the set. Set up by, 19. Okay. Katara's setting it up again. Sarah Heinze bumps it over. And 14 spikes it right over. Sarah Fox sets it up. Sarah Heinze bumps it over. And she gets the bump kill.
Nice.
Okay, I'll let Sam talk now.
Okay. Watch this one be really short.
Oh, hey. This.
All right, we got number 10, Sarah Heinze serving again. Oh, that was close. Okay, that was inbounds. Very sneaky serve by Sarah Heinze. Manages to barely get it inbounds right on the line.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sarah Heinze will again be serving a nice over. Oh, that one's going to be out.
Just a little too far to the right. The last one was just perfect. This one was
Mustangs are up only 1, 13-12. Mustangs will again be. Oh, there's some substitutions. 13 in for 14 for the Mustangs and 15 in for 17 for the Mustangs. 19 will be serving for the Mustangs. Very nice game going on here. Very close. Entertaining.
19 for the Mustangs. All right, over and to Sarah Heinze, to Katara and Marissa, spiking it over to 21. Oh, collision on the court. Number 13 and number 8 slamming right into each other.
They look okay. That's good. Got
yeah,
up.
They do look okay.
13 was kind of like holding her head, not sure if she was embarrassed or a little hurt, but that's okay.
8 to 8, 19. And 8 hitting it over to Rebecca to Sarah Fox.
12 bumping it, set up by 19 again.
Yes.
There
and that would be 4 hits. Yes.
On the Melrose side.
Lancers are currently up by 1.
Katera with a nice serve, received by 12, set up by 19, and spiked by, I don't know her number. Sarah Fox not doing a great bump set, that's okay, and Hannah cannot quite get to it. 21 on Mustangs will now be serving.
All right. No, she
Nope,
won't.
she's subbing out. Never mind.
Number 3 will instead be serving. Okie dokie. Okay. Sarah Heinze over to Sarah Fox over to Hannah. Number 3, 19, sets up 13, who spikes it into the net.
Looks like someone on the Lance's side was in the net, though, so the Mustangs will be getting the point.
Mm-hmm. That tends to happen when I'm not watching. All right, received by, I don't know her name.
Haley.
Haley?
Haley.
Okay.
Hannah bumps it over. 19 setting it up for 15 to spike, received by Hannah. Sarah Fox tips it over. Oh, and she gets the point off of it.
Nice. All right. We have Marissa Konchak. Konchak, okay.
Oh, and her overhand serve hits the referee booth.
Yeah.
No, it's not a booth. It's
what is it called? The stand? The
referee stand, maybe?
The watchtower.
The watchtower of the
Makes it sound like a prison. Like a prison camp. All right, we have number 15 serving, does not quite get it over.
Hannah Ullman, number 12 for the Lancers, will be serving. It is tied 16 to 16.
I thought that was going somewhere. Hannah Ullman will be serving for the Lancers.
You've got the number 12. I said number
12.
She has a nice overhand serve, received by
17.
Spiked
by, wait a minute. 13
Hannah
was the one with the
spikes
spike.
it over. It is Hannah receives it. Sarah Fox sets it up. And Sarah Heinze pushes it over. Set up by 19, spiked by 12. And it is out. So the Lancers will get the point. That was a nice volley there. Very well played on both sides.
Hannah up and over to 8. Ooh, would that be called an ace?
Sorry, I'm trying to decide if I need to go into my locker room or not.
Yes, you maybe have to do that at some point.
Yes, I will. But
I was hoping they would call timeouts. So we should have booth cam. But all right, 13 over to number 3. Point goes to the Mustangs. That's a substitution. Josie Vaver in for Hannah Ullman. Start talking like a robot. Number 8 is serving. Up and over the net. And it is out of bounds. Point Lancers.
No, it was inbounds.
Never mind. I was wrong.
Allie, you called it in.
Wait a minute. Wait, was that out?
Huh?
Wasn't that out?
No, it was in.
I must be seeing things.
Sam's just making up his own rules.
Yeah.
Sarah Fox setting it up. Sarah Heinze with a spike over, and it comes back right over. Sarah Heinze receives it, and Sarah Heinze again bumps it back over after Sarah Fox sets it to her. 19 setting it up for 13 to bump over. Josie Vaver receives it. Sarah Fox pushes it over. Very tricky, but Melrose receives it. And I think number 8 bumps that over, and Josie Vaver cannot quite get to it. So the Mustangs received the point. The Mustangs are up 19 to 18. I will let Sam talk now.
Yeah, this game has been, or this set has been pretty close, unlike the last one. All right, I'm not sure who served that, but it went inbounds, and that would be an ace for the Melrose-Mindoro.
No, it was, no, okay. Right.
Yeah, nobody touched it. All right, that was number 8 who served, and she is doing it again. That's how volleyball works. All right. Gets it over to Katera, and then Sarah Heinze. There we go. Melrose hits it out of bounds. Now Sarah Fox is serving. And that's a bit wide to the left, out of bounds.
Very close game here. Melrose only up 21 to 19. And is it raining?
Yeah, I think it's raining really hard out there. All right, we hear a bunch of pounding on the roof. Anyways, we're going to commentate some volleyball now. Number 12 bumps it over to Sarah Fox over at Katerara. And then number Sarah.
Stop butchering her name. I don't know what it is. Just pick one.
I don't want to get it wrong, so I'm saying both.
No, but that sounds horrible.
Katarera?
No, just pick one, and her parents hopefully won't be too mad at us.
Okay, Kitara. All right, received by 3 over at an 8 and 3 spikes it. That was a nice spike. The ball hit the ceiling and went back down to Sarah Heinze, who hit it over, but it went a bit out of bounds. It's raining really hard up there. Wow.
12 will be serving
Number
it
12
over Josie Weaver, bumping it right
Josie.
back over. 3 or something.
Ooh, nice dig there by Sarah Fox.
Set up by 8. 3 with another nice spike over. 3 is a very good player.
It's the ceiling, sort of.
So the Mustangs get the point. 12 will be serving for the Mustangs. They only need 2 more points to win this set. Lancers need 5 more. Sarah Fox setting it up. Kateris setting it up. Sarah Heinze bumping it over. 8 bumps it. Allen setter can't get to it because 8 bumped it a little low. There is a substitution. 12 and for 15 on the Lancers side. It's a very close game here. Lancers only need 4 more, but the Mustangs only need 2 more. Sarah Heinze serving. Oh, and it goes out of bounds. Mustangs only need 1 more point here, but Lancers could very easily win this. 19 will be serving for the Mustangs.
I was playing with the 2. All right, number 19. Dokie. Let's see if we.
19 will be serving as Graham is distracted right now.
I know, I was checking something. All right, that's an ace.
Oh, and that is set.
That is the set game thing. All right.
I have to go.
Bye,
so
Lydia.
Sam will be in charge of everything up here. Have fun
I
with
can
him.
handle it. Oh, wait 1 second. We can show the booth camera before you leave.
Oh, that's a nice picture of my cat.
Here, I'll go back to the main thing. Okay. Looks like we'll be doing a coin flip here. What? Yeah.
What part am I doing?
Oh, wait, who's all coming up?
Mason's coming.
Okay, you do camera. I'll be in this chair because I have to leave. But, Mason, you're in the middle. In the middle.
Do you want to talk or camera?
In the middle.
I'm not in broadcast.
You don't have to. You don't have
I know. I'm not.
to. Okay.
Sports.
Okay, pretty good then.
So, do I even put on? Do I even put on?
Yeah.
Do I talk?
You are talking. You get someone to talk to. Okay, so I just recruited Daniel Hine. He's doing camera now because Lydia, in Lydia's absence, she has to go and play some JV in a second here. That'll be the next game that we're broadcasting. All right, so we have 2 minutes left in this little halftime thingy. I'm gonna zoom in on Christian real quick because I'm a TV. Okay, there we go. All right. I said this once already, but the reason that there's balloons and decorations everywhere is because it'll be senior night tonight during the varsity volleyball game where we recognize all of our seniors here and pay a tribute to them. Looks like the C team is given some sort of cheer. I'm not really sure what exactly they were saying, but seems to have pumped them up. We have Melrose-Mindoro winning the first 2 sets, and Emmanuel C team with 0 wins, but we'll see what they can do in this next one. The Mustangs have already won, but we're just going to play this 3rd set just for kicks real quick. You can say something too, Daniel.
Yes.
We can move this right there like that, and then talk and say stuff. Say stuff, Daniel.
Okay.
There we go.
40 seconds left in the intermission, and then we'll get back to some volleyball.
Yes, intermission.
Here we go.
We are talking theater terms. And the curtain has opened. Almost.
So it'll be a manual serve first, it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, they have to rotate. They were kind of messed up a second ago. All right, we have Sarah Heinze serving. I'm not sure if this set will just go to 15 or all the way to 25. We'll see.
I think it'll probably go to 15. Serving the
Well,
net there. That'll be the first point for Melrose-Mindoro.
we have 19 serving for Melman now. Received by Jocelyn. Okay, Marissa thought Sarah was going to get that, and Sarah thought Marissa was going to get that. So we had some miscommunication on the Lancers. Now we have 19 serving again. Received by Rebecca over to Sarah Fox, and Marissa tips it. Hannah bumping it over to Sarah, who sets up Hannah again, and it's a bit too powerful and goes out of bounds. You want to do this next one, Daniel?
Sure.
All right. Initiation.
Okay, so same server here. Gets
What's
it
her
over the
number?
net, over to number 8, then to Hannah, over, tip over, and stays on their side. So it'll be Emmanuel's point, 3-1 Melrose-Mindoro here. Start off the 3rd set.
All right.
Marissa to serve.
Yep, there you go.
And into the net.
Yeah. Bounces off the side of the net. Now to bounds. And we have number 3 serving. She's been doing pretty well today so far. Yep, there's another good one. Received by Sarah. Over to Hannah, and Sarah Fox spikes it down. And number 12 bumps it, but it goes out of their control. And number 3 goes for it, but is not able to get to it in time.
So Hannah Ullman will be serving now, as Emmanuel trailing by 2 in the 3rd set, 2-4.
All right. Hannah gets it up and over to number 3. Over to 19, and number 14 bumps it over to Hannah, to Sarah, who sets up Kaylee, spikes it down to 3. 19 puts it up there to 4, who spikes it down, and it hits the floor before Sarah Heinze can dig it up.
And the rotation and Josie Vaver coming in for Hannah Ullman. So it'll be Melrose-Mindoro's serve.
Mm-hmm. Number 17.
Good serve there.
Right inside the candy cane sticks. So, number 17 gets the serve again here. We're at 3-2. All right. And that's a bit wide out of bounds.
So Emmanuel, 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the rotation. Katera Milky coming in for Sarah Heinze.
Yeah.
So it'll be Sarah Fox's serve here. And into the net there. So it'll be Melrose-Mindoro's point.
All right. Number 8 now serving. Gets it up and over. Received by Marissa. Over
good
to
save.
Sarah.
Can they get it over?
Very nice save by Sarah, but
Couldn't get enough strength on that last one to get it over the net.
yeah. All right. 13 in for 14 on the Mustangs. All right, number 8 again. This one is not quite powerful enough.
Looks like that one kind of just hit the fingertips.
Yep.
Couldn't get her palm on it. Okay.
Rebecca Durst serving.
The libero.
Gets it over underhand. Number 8 setting up 15, who hits it over to Josie, over to Katera, and Kaylee. She spikes it, and number 17 tries to dig it, but ends up hitting the floor instead. And the ball goes out of her control.
So good serve there. Kind of set everything up and... Ooh.
Rebecca again, but...
Not powerful enough to make it over the net.
She gets a redo, apparently. Oh, because
Yeah.
the Mustangs were not set up. So she gets a redo, I guess.
And she gets this one over. And it's the Manuel's point.
Yep.
Some more miscommunication there.
Miscommunications or disruptions between the telepathic links among the players. That's another way to say miscommunication.
Okay.
All right. Received by 19 over to 8, and number 13 spikes it down to Sarah. Katara to Kaylee, who hits it into the net. And now we are at number 13 serving. She...
Foot was over the line.
Yeah. That's a foot foul.
So Kaylee Koenig will be serving it for the Lancers here, and Josie Weber goes out. Hannah Ullman comes back in. See if the Lancers can come back. Only 2 deficit now. Underhand serve. Over to number 3, up to number 8, back to number 3. Gets it over the net, spikes it, and goes out of control. Sarah Durst.
All right, number 15 is now serving. What's her name? The Mustangs have now a 3-point lead. Now only a 2-point lead. Number 15 was not able to get that serve where she wanted it.
So Katera Milky will be serving for Emmanuel now. Lancers can cut it within 1 now. The serve over the net to 12, up to number 8. And let's see. Oh, her hand was in the net, it looks like. So that will be Emmanuel's point. Now the deficit is 1.
Yep.
Chance to tie it up here.
Okay, it looks like it'll be Katara serving again.
Yep.
And this one gets over to 13 to 8, who sets up 17.
Good
and it sort of
there.
bounces off a couple of the Lancers' hands and then lands on the ground before any of them can get to it. Okay, we got 19 serving. Up and over to Sarah Heinze, over to Sarah Fox, and Sarah Heinze. Some good Sarah teamwork there. And number 3 not able to get it back up over the net. It goes to the right and out of bounds.
So the Lancers fighting back again. Chance to tie it up again here.
Marissa in for Katara. Now she's serving.
Not quite powerful enough. So 10 to 12 here. Lancers down by 2 in the third set.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not completely sure
if it'll go to 15 or not. It's the coaches or judges' choice. I'm not really sure. They decide beforehand whether they want it to go to 15 or 25. It's usually different every game.
I think they might have time to go to 25 tonight.
Yeah.
And, that's just barely in.
Nice. Just inside the canteen sticks.
Good serve there by number 3.
Number 3 serving again. Received by Marissa, but it goes out of bounds, and that would be an ace.
Oh,
Oh,
and
looks
it
like they're
does
only
go to
going to
15.
20. Yep, only to 15.
Okay, so Melrose-Mindoro C team takes it 3 out of 3.
Yep, even the extra little set they played at the end there. All right, let's turn the volume down because I think they're going to start playing music. No, not on that. You can leave that. But all right, join us for the JV game, which will be starting in a couple minutes here. We have to turn the volume down because we cannot copyright the music they will be playing in a second. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yep. Okay, welcome to this Manual Girls JV game here. Starting out for the Lancers, we have Abby Egley, Riley, and Josie Nauman, Olivia Thorough, Kari Wales, Lydia Kettner, and Marnie Schaller. For what's the team logo?
Melrose-Mindoro.
Melrose-Mindoro Mustangs. We have
Madeline Dobbs. Ashley Nikolai. Angelica Foss. That's probably wrong, but Lauren Koss. Caitlin Ramsey. I think that's everyone. Madeline Dobbs, did I say that?
Should say their number along with their
Oh,
name,
yeah.
just so people
True.
know who they are. But
Whatever.
Kari subbing in here for Josie early on for the Lancers. And I don't know who will start out with the ball. Looks like maybe the Mustangs, but I don't know. I think normally the home team starts with the ball, but
It's
might be wrong.
determined in the coin toss.
Oh, determined in the coin toss? Never mind. So the Mustangs do start with the ball. My guess was right. And the information I gave you was wrong. Oh, nope, never mind. The Lancers start with the ball.
Okay.
Everyone's trying to confuse me here. The information I gave you was still wrong, and my guess was wrong. So now I'm just wrong. So Marnie will start out serving here for the Lancers. If she can get them this first point. Her serve is good, straight to number 9, who puts it up. 11, over to 14 for a spike, but Abby setting it back up for her team to Marnie. Riley trying to bump it over the net, and that will be 4 hits. So close there by the Lancers, but the first point goes to the Mustangs. It looks like number 1 will now be serving, except number 1. Oh, Lauren, number 1, Lauren. Kari receiving her nice serve. Marnie over to Lydia, who bumps it over here. Free play for the Mustangs. 9 will spike it, but Abby's there to get it back up into the air. Marnie to Lydia, who tries to bump it over again and is unable to. The second time here early on in this game, or the first 2 points, the Lancers have been just unable to get it over the net. Here in 3 hits. Abby to Marnie this time. Lydia spiking it over. 2 receives it. 11 setting up 9 for the pushover. Lydia setting to Marnie, who sets up Riley for a spike, and Riley's spike is very well placed right in between the 2 rows and at the feet of the back row. Number 2 trying to get it up, but unable to get down in time, and a point for the Lancers. Score is 2-1 here. Lancers down 1. Olivia Thorough serving for the Lancers. 2 receives it over to 11, and 9 spiking it over. Marnie setting up Riley for another nice spike. However, this time 7 is able to receive it. 4 spikes it to Olivia. Number 4 is Ashley. Abby coming in for a spike, but once again, number 7 receiving it. Number 7 does not exist, so I'm probably saying the wrong number.
It's number 1.
Number 1 was the one receiving it there, Lauren. The Lancers got a point for something. I missed what it was, though.
I think they probably, I don't remember.
Olivia with another nice serve. Very well done there, dropping right in front. Nice job, though, by the Mustangs of getting it over, and the Lancers are reacting. Lydia has a nice place tap spike thing over the front row and right.
That was a spike.
Well, she didn't, like, hit it, though. She just pushed it.
It's still a spike.
Still a spike? Okay. Olivia received by number 2, but Riley blocking it. Very well done there by Riley. And the Lancers have now taken a 2-point lead here early on. The score is 4-2 after being down 2 points even earlier on. Olivia will continue to serve. Another nice serve. 9 receiving it. 11 setting up 4 for a spike. 4 spikes it to Marnie. Lydia bumping it over to Riley, who's, yeah, it's not a spike. It's whatever it's on your feet. I don't ever remember what those are called.
Drive?
A drive?
Yep.
Okay, a drive, but it's out of bounds, and the point will go to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking up their 3rd point here. 14 with a hard, low, straight serve to Kari. She does receive it, but she sends it up to the ceiling, and the ceiling sends it back down, and there are no Lancers there to receive it. So it's all tied up here, 4-4. 14 serving again. Received by Olivia this time. Riley setting it to Lydia, who tries to get over there but cannot hit the ball, and so it falls to the ground. Point goes to the Mustangs, who pull ahead here 5-4. Number 14 serving is Caitlin. Her third serve here is in the net. And Lancers will tie it up again 5-5. Kari will now serve for the Lancers. Kari, the Lancers libero here today. Kari's serve is good, and so good that neither of the back row on the Mustang side can get to it. They both laying down, but can't put the ball where their teammates could make use of it, and so Kari gets an ace there. Point for the Lancers. 6-5 now. Kari with another great serve, but 5 receiving it. 4 setting up 10 for a spike, and her spike is a bit low and into the net. Point for the Lancers. So far, we've had a pretty evenly matched game here. Both teams making a few mistakes, but both having some great plays here too. Kari serves again, and another great serve by Kari. Her second ace here of this game. 5 diving for the ball as it's going to land in front of her, and does land in front of her. She's unable to put it up to her teammates. Kari serving again. And another good serve, however, 9 receives it. 11, can 4 get it over? She can. Kari getting in there as her team almost miscommunicated. Marnie sets it over. Kari manages to get under it, and Marnie puts it up higher. Josie spiking it, and that is a point there for the Lancers. Well done by the Lancers of sticking with that one and keeping it in the air. Kari will now serve again for the Lancers. The score is 9-5. Lancers leading by 4. Nice job by 11 of keeping that ball out of the net. That would be really hard to do. Over to Lydia for a spike, and her spike is almost... She has a really nice spike. 5 manages to dig it, but her teammate is unable to help the ball over the net, and the point goes to the Lancers. Nice hard spike there by Lydia. Kari continuing to serve here. This must be like her 5th serve. Number 9 coming in for a spike, but Olivia's there. Josie comes in for a hard spike. 1 does dig it, but sends it up to the ceiling. And once again, the ceiling doesn't hold the ball, so they fall back down to the ground, and another point for the Lancers. A timeout called by the Mustangs. They need to not let the Lancers pull too far ahead here, who now have a 6-point lead earlier in this first set. But like I said earlier, both teams are doing a pretty good job.
Scoreboard cam's being a little funky. Good enough.
Sorry about that. I guess our scoreboard cam was messed up. I didn't even notice. Here, I'll fix it a little bit better. I want to adjust.
Kari serves, received by back row. Josie spikes it right over. Some miscommunication in there by the Mustangs, but
Lancers take a point, add on another point, and bringing their lead up to 7 here. Kari's been serving for a while now and just keeps doing these great serves. 5 does receive it, manages to get it to her teammate 4, but she cannot send it back into the court, and it goes up to the ceiling again.
they're going to get into the ceiling a lot.
Yeah, ceiling's definitely still not sticky, guys. Another point there for the Lancers. A great serve by Kari. Might count as another ace there. Number 5 receiving it, but it goes into the net and then down to the ground. Seems like gravity always is bringing these balls back down to the ground. 9 receiving it. 5 over to 1 with a set from the back row, pushing it over, managing to get it over. Abby with a spike here for the Lancers. 5 receiving. 11 over to 9 with the spike over, but Kari's there to receive it. Marnie to Olivia for the back row spike, and it's good. 11 receiving. 4 setting up 9 again for another good spike, but Kari was receiving it. Ooh, and Marnie trying to follow the ball there is unable to get under it before it goes under the net, and the Mustangs will finally get a point here. They are down 8 at the moment. 4 will be serving. 4 is Ashley. And her serve is good right to Olivia. Marnie setting up Abby for a hard spike to the back row. 1 manages to get under it, but her teammates cannot get there in time to help her out. Nice spike there by Olivia to the back corner. Well placed. Lydia will now serve for the Lancers. Lancers now leading by 9. Lydia's serve is good. Front row, though, setting it up. 4 back to 10 with a hard spike way over the line and into the wall after it bounced. And a point for the Lancers. Lancers have definitely got in a rhythm here and are doing really well. Mustangs need to break out of their deficit here, because I think both teams are somewhat evenly matched here at least. Mustangs definitely have potential, but just unable to get anything going right now. Marnie setting up Josie here, who tips it over. 5 digging it, 10 to 12 with a nice spike, and there we go. A cut across the court. Lydia unable to dive and get under it, and the Mustangs get a point. We have Adri subbing in here for Lydia. And number 9 will be serving for the Mustangs. Number 9 is Madeline. With a jump serve here from number 9. Almost going out. Adri diving to get it. I think it would have been in, so well done there by Adri. We have a double hit called on...
12 crossed the net.
Oh, or 12 crossed the net. Okay, that's what happened.
Yep.
Oh, we have Abby now serving for the Lancers. Very nice dig there by Adri last time. 1 spiking it. It does manage to get over. Some saves here by the Lancers, but Kari is unable to get it over. Nicely done by Marnie and Josie of getting that one out of the net, but Kari is unable to hit it with enough oomph to go over the net here. Hope subbing in for Olivia. And number 8, 14, 10 continuing to serve. Oh, number 10 starting to serve, Ella. Number 10 serve is nice and straight to Adri. It's a bit high for Adri, and she is unable to bump it to her team. An ace for number 10. They are now...
might have been out, though.
Yeah, it might have. It would have been close. They are now only down 8 points here. Another serve to Adri. She gets it this time, sends it to the other side, but Lancers managed to get the spiking block back up into the air. 1 coming in for another spike. Ooh, nicely done there by 1. Arcing it over the Lancers with that spike. Unable to hit it there and then dropping it right behind them inside the line. Very well placed there by whoever I said, number 9, I think.
Might have been, I think it was 1.
1. Ooh, Marnie trying to go over with a sneaky set there, unable to do it, and the ball ends up in the net and then the ground. And the point goes to the Mustangs, who are now only down 6 points. A little comeback here by the Mustangs and a chance to continue it. Marnie setting up Josie. Josie unable to get it over the net, and another point will go to the Mustangs. Lancers are now the one without a rhythm here and need to get back in there. 10 with another great serve. Marnie to hope for a back rowish spike and unable to go over the net again. Lancers seem to be having a problem here, unable to quite get the ball to a high enough elevation for it to go over the top of the net here. 10 with a serve has the same problem, and the ball ends up in the net rather than over it. And the Lancers will now take the point. Scores 18 to 13, Lancers leading, and Josie will be serving for the Lancers. Josie's serve is good and flat to number 2, 4, 14 getting it over. Adri to Marnie, to Riley with a nice drive.
Yep.
14 spiking it. Number 1, however, getting it up after a block by Riley. Riley saying she didn't touch it there, but the ref's not calling anything. Nice job there by Riley, playing defense and offense by herself. Manages to keep the ball in the air, block. Mustangs block it, and then she spikes it back at them, getting the Lancers the point here. Scores 19 to 13. Josie with another great serve to number 9. 4 and 14 bumping it over. Free play for the Lancers. Hope to Riley. Back to Hope, who pushes it over. 14 with a spike, and Josie gets under it to Marnie. Hope tipping it over again, and it's just in bounds there. A nicely placed tip there by Hope, and Mustangs thought it was out, so they didn't hit it. Point for the Lancers, who are now at 20, only 5 points away from winning this first set. Josie's serve is nice again. Some really nice serves here by Josie, and a great job by the Mustangs of receiving them too. Nicely done there by Riley and Marnie of helping each other out there. 1 spiking it. Marnie to Hope, who chips it over again, but I think that's going to be called a lift.
Yep.
On Hope there. She didn't really have a choice on how to get it over. A nice try there by Hope, but it won't count. And the point will go to the Mustangs, who are now down 6 points here. The score is 20-14. 11 serving here for the Mustangs. Katrina. Nice job there by Riley with that spike again. Adri trying to set it to her teammates, but instead sets it to the bleachers, and the bleachers are not a player for the Lancers here. So the point will go to the Mustangs. Number 11 with another serve. This one was out of bounds. It looked almost inbound, so it must have been really close. But Adri makes the right decision in not going for it, and the Lancers pick up yet another point here in this game. The score is 21-15. Lancers lead. Marnie serving again. A good serve. Number 9, however, receiving it. 14 just barely pushing it over the net into the Lancers blockers. The Lancers blockers unable to keep it on the other side of the net. The point will go to the Mustangs. Number 1 with a nice serve, but it's way too low and in the net. Point goes to the Lancers. I have the tendency to say their serve was good before I actually see whether their serve was good or not, and so then I have to fix my bad description of their serve. Great serve there by Olivia. Oh, it might count as an ace, but I guess not quite there. The back row diving for it, does manage to get under it, puts it into the net, however, and their teammates are unable to, I wanted a word there, but I couldn't think of it, get the ball out of the net. Number 9 with a great spike, managing to get through the Lancers blockers once again here, and the point will go to the Mustangs yet again. Lancers, however, are only 2 away from winning this, while the Mustangs are 8. So definitely not undoable, but it'll definitely be hard here for the Mustangs. 14 serving, 14 is Caitlin. Marnie setting up Riley, and Riley hits it nice and hard and way out of the bounds. Almost making it to the basketball out of bounds lines here. 14 will get to serve again, as they are now only 7 points away from winning this. 14 with another great serve. Names. Abby spiking it. 14 to 11. 11 getting it over. Nicely done there. Good save by the Mustangs. Lydia coming in for a hard spike. Great spike, but even a better dig here by the Mustangs. 4 spiking it, but this time Kari's there to dig it. Well done there. Abby bumping it over, and it's a free play for the Mustangs. 10 with the back row spike, gets it over, but Marnie's there to receive it. Lydia and Abby setting it over. Again, another free play for the Mustangs. Probably our longest volley here so far. Olivia to Marnie. Kari coming in to push it over from the back row. 1 to 11. 10 pushing it over this time. Oh, and Riley gets her hands on it but can't stop it, and that slows down the ball enough for it to be unable to reach the back row, and the back row unable to reach it. Point will go to the Mustangs. Great volley there, though. Both teams having some great plays. And the Mustangs are now only down 4 points. Riley with an amazing set or push over there. 9 coming in for a hard spike, and it's too hard. Mustangs saying there's a tip, but the judge is not calling it, and as it went out of bounds, it will now be the Lancers' point. 1 more point here for the Lancers. So this is set point. Kari will be serving for the Lancers here in set point, and a timeout called by the Mustangs. Mustangs not down too much here, only at 19 to 24.
But it is game point for the Lancers.
Yeah. So Mustangs definitely have potential in the second set for sure. This one, it would be really hard for them to come back and win. Not impossible, but it would be an incredible last few minutes here of this set if they did that. Both teams have played a pretty good set here, but Lancers had early pulling ahead there while the Mustangs were trying to figure out what to do, and Lancers got a lot of momentum, and they've kind of just been carrying on off of that. Mustangs did a good job of at least getting back in the game, but it's hard to come back and win after a deficit. I think they were down 9 points at one point. So definitely hard to come back from that. So good job on them for even coming back as much as they did here, now only being down 5 points. Kari serves, and it is good. Great receive there by number 4. Back to number 4 to spike it over. Marnie and Lydia going for it after she cut the ball across the court, but they are unable to send it back to their teammates, and it rolls into the bleachers. Mustangs getting the point they could not let the Lancers have here. 4 serves to Abby. Marnie setting up Abby for a spike. She spikes it 9-4 to 9 for the spike. It's blocked by the Lancers, but 10 sets it over. The back row manages to get it, and Abby bumps it over. Free play for the Mustangs. It hits the ceiling there, but they manage to get under it again. Marnie over to Abby for another hard spike. And this time her spike makes it past the defenders. The defenders deflect it so that their back row is unable to get it. And the Lancers will take the first set here. A very well played set by both teams. Score 25-20. And the Lancers took it. If you have any questions, comments, or things to tell us about anything you want to tell us about, go to our Discord. There's a link in the description. There should be a band mic tonight. We finally got that working, so
Cool.
hopefully
Only
band.
on the last week of volleyball.
I know, of course. But we'll have it for basketball, so.
Hopefully band will sound a little bit better tonight. It still won't be great, but
Why do you say that?
it just doesn't sound as good over the
Over the mic?
over the stream as it does in person.
Okay.
But it's better than listening to it through our headphone mics. So
Yeah.
starting out for the Lancers, it looks like we will have Riley, Olivia, Marnie, Lydia, Abby, and Josie. And Lydia might be subbing out for Kari right away, but I don't really know.
I think,
Someone will sub out for Kari right
I think
away.
it'll be, it's Lydia.
I don't know. Do you know if there's a point why they do the libero out thing just to run them in
Yes.
right away? Oh, we have someone
As a
who
libero,
knows.
yes, I do know.
Okay.
What's the reason?
It's because there's a specific number that's supposed to be in a spot, and they do the lineup check, and then the libero goes in because they're technically not in the lineup.
Okay. So the libero just technically isn't in the lineup, so they can't be out on the court right away?
Yep.
Okay. I've always wondered, like, if there was something advantageous about it, but it's just how you have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to know. There's your information that you learned from today. We have a gorilla suddenly. It's senior night here, and it's blackout.
Oh wait. Who?
And suddenly someone has a gorilla costume on here. See if we can show them to you in our crowd cam.
Oh, you have a crowd cam.
Yep, there's
There they
your
are.
gorilla. You can see him. There's a lot of black down there, and this camera's not super high quality, but yeah, so it's blackout night tonight here, senior night, so there will probably be something after band and before the volleyball game. 11 serving it, and it ends up in the net here. First serve here for the Mustangs in the second set does not go their way, and the Lancers will end up with the point. And Marnie will now be serving for the Lancers. Marnie's serve is good and hard to number 3. 11, number 8 coming in for a spike, but it's too hard and up and over the line. Marnie will serve it the second time here for the Lancers. Score now 2-0. Lancers leading. Marnie's serve is good once again. 3 receiving it. 17 over to 14. Her spike is also up and over the blue line. And then another point for the Lancers here. Lancers taking a lead here early on. Definitely not what the Mustangs wanted. See if they can stop this one. And Marnie won't give them a chance. She'll give it to them here as her last serve goes under the net here, and the Mustangs get the point. See if they can get something going here now to combat the Lancers' early 3-point lead, which is now only a 2-point lead. Lydia receiving the serve by number 2. Number 2 is Angelica.
Riley blocked it there.
Riley with a nice block, not letting the Mustangs get any rhythm going here, and Olivia will now be serving. Lancers again having their 3-point lead. Olivia's serve is good and way back, but almost unable to be received there by number 2. Number 1, however, helping her out, and number 8 trying to get it over, but unable to hit it hard enough to carry it over the net. Olivia serving again. 11 back to the receiver. Marnie setting it to Riley, who spikes it. 1 receiving it, setting it to 11, who sets it to 8, who tries to cross it across the court, but is unable to put it over the net.
Wow, Sherman, so negative.
Gal doesn't like my negativity, I guess. Another great serve by Olivia, and a not so great receive by the Mustangs, sending the ball up and over the net, but also up and over the line. Point going to the Lancers. The Lancers taking a really nice early lead here. Great receive there by the Mustangs, but Lancers hustling and getting it back over to them. 14 spiking it over, and 14 putting it through the blockers, who fall to their ground as the ball does as well. Point going to the Mustangs. I don't know why the blockers fell to the ground. They just did.
Gravity?
Gravity? Well, that probably has something to do with it.
Just a little bit.
Volleyball in 0 gravity would be a very interesting game. Number 5 serve is once more affected by gravity as it goes down and in the net. And the point going to the Lancers. Points do not seem to be affected by gravity as they are constantly climbing for the most part. Kari serving. Kari serves to 11. 3 manages to get it over here, and a free play for the Lancers. Marnie to Lydia to Josie. A great block by 10, but 10 was in the net, it appears, and so the point will go once more to the Lancers. The score is 9-12. Lancers with a 7-point lead.
9-12?
9-12, because that is the score that I read.
9-2.
Don't you guys all see the 1? It's in the time. Marnie tipping it over there, manages to get it over. Nicely done there by Marnie. Wow, great blocking there by Josie and Lydia. I think it was mostly Josie, but it might have been
Probably.
Lydia. I don't know.
I think it was.
They
mostly
both went
Josie.
up, and the ball did not go past them, so there was some good blocking there. But on the Lance's part, Kari serving again. Number 8 spiking it, and the spike is hard and over the line. And the point will go to the Lancers. Lancers dominating here in the second set, even more than in the first one. I think this is actually close to the score that was in the first one, too. Ooh, a miscommunication there on the Lancers' part. Marnie thought Lydia was going for it, and Lydia thought Marnie was going for it, so nobody went for it, and the ball hit the ground. 8 will now be serving. 8 is Paige. She serves for Melrose-Mindoro. Marnie to Abby for a spike over to 1, who sends it back immediately. Great spike there by Josie. 5 does manage to dig it, but her teammates are unable to help her out there and finish getting it over the net, as it was in a hard spot to get. And the point goes to the Lancers, who are now lead by 11. Lydia will be serving. No, 9. I can math, guys. Trust me. Lydia's serve is good. A great receive by Melrose-Mindoro here. Marnie to Josie with another nice spike, but number 5 managing to get under it. Well done there. 8 with a good spike over. Very well done there by Olivia, and Marnie sets it over. 10 setting up 12 here for a good spike, but Kari getting under it. Josie coming in for a hard spike here. Nice job there by Melrose of getting it up again, but a miscommunication.
She tried to make it hard,
then.
but it wasn't hard. It must have hit her hand wrong or something.
Yeah, Melrose miscommunicating there, and the ball falling again because of gravity. Ooh, very well done there by Marnie of getting that ball. Nice communication by the Lancers, but Kari is unable to get the ball as it falls to her feet. She does hit it, but it just rolls under the net. Point going to Melrose. Number 15 will now be serving for Melrose here. That's Morgan. Score is 13-14. Lancers up 9. And in comes Adri for Lydia. Number 15 also just subbed in for Melrose here. 15 serve is a rocket over to Olivia. 12 setting up 1. Lauren here. Ooh, Olivia and Marnie are both going for the ball. Oh, we had 4 hits called here on the Lancers. I wonder if both Olivia and Marnie did end up hitting it there. This
I don't know.
point will go to the Mustangs. Hitting the ball 4 times on volleyball, that's 1 too many, so don't hit the ball 4 times in volleyball here. Ooh, Lancers hustling after it, but unable to get it after a couple of bad bump thing. I don't know. They were unable to get to the ball there. That's what I'm trying to say here. Number 15 serving again. A great serve to Kari. Kari trying to receive it, but it goes off her arms in a funny way, and her teammates hustling after it are unable to do it. Get there. Do it. Yes, that's oddly unspecific. Thank you for the compliment here on our Discord. We appreciate it. Very glad to be of service to you guys, I guess.
Spiked by Abby,
Great
but
spike by Abby.
and it
And
goes
it wasn't
in.
bounds, right in the back corner. Well placed there, and she will now get to serve for the Lancers. The Lancers up by 7 here still. So Melrose did come back a little bit, but not enough here. They're going to have some serious catching up to do here in the middle of the second set. And Josie with a great block there again. Arnie going up with her, but I think Josie once again did most of the blocking there.
Yeah, probably.
Abby serving again. Their lead now 8 points. See if she can make it 9. Again, I think both teams are playing a pretty good game here. Melrose just having a hard time, I think, getting those finishes. They seem to do a pretty good job of receiving the ball most of the time, but they can't get any of those powerful finishers like the Lancers have been doing such a good job of getting here tonight. Abby serving again after getting that last point here. 1 receiving it, 5 hustling after it, gets it over to her teammates, and 8 gives it enough up to get it over the net. Olivia with a nice spike here, 10 trying to side set it over the net, but the net is too tall and the ball falls to the ground.
Gravity once again.
Gravity. Always gravity. Lancers taking a 10-point lead, their first one at least of this set. So Melrose definitely has their work cut out for them if they want to have any chance at winning this match. Lancers can't give up quite yet as they still have 8 points to go, but definitely looking pretty good for the Lancers this match. Their final game against their final game this season, and the game against Melrose-Mindoro here. I think Lancers JV has done pretty well this year.
Doing the scoreboard, we have Sam Rademacher, and bookkeeping is done by Grace Meyer.
Sam Cam.
One of last year's seniors has returned for senior night. Carter Ryan has been seen back there.
Abby will continue serving here when she is given the go-ahead. The go-ahead has been given to Abby, and Abby serves. Abby to someone to 8.
Hi, is there any possible way any of you can do we have any extra people for the senior game?
We have an extra what?
Any extra people for the senior game?
No, right now it's you and me.
It's just you and me?
Yeah, I'm not going to be here for that.
Oh boy. Okay.
Have fun.
Yeah. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that my cousins are playing again.
Oh.
It's senior night, so.
Yeah. Well, stuff
8
happened.
to 14. And
Goes out.
Adri making the right choice there not to hit the ball after a hard spike by Melrose carries up and over the line. Point going to the Lancers, once again bringing their score up 10 points ahead of Melrose's, which is 8. Josie with a really nice serve, 2 doing a great job of receiving it at all, but her receive
Think it hit the
goes up
ceiling.
to the ceiling,
Yep.
and of course the ceiling never keeps the ball, so it fell back down. However,
It's
this
not
time
sticky,
it
guys.
fell on the side of the Lancers, so the point went to the Lancers. Not that sticky.
It's not. It's not
Another
sticky at all.
ace, I think, for Josie here. 2 once again getting a hand on it, but unable to direct it anywhere useful for her team. Josie serves again, 12 to 8. 8 doing a great job of getting that one over. Riley and Marnie trying to backhand it into the Mustangs part of the court, unable to do so, however, as the net prevents her.
That's
We have some subs.
wow.
Cal is impressed by my use of languages, of which I'm only using one, so my
Yeah.
use of language.
Well, you know a second one, don't you?
No,
Kind
I
of,
refuse.
ish. Don't you know a little bit of Spanish?
Nope, I don't remember anything.
Wow. Nice spike by Riley there, placing it very well.
Yeah, right in the middle of the Mustangs. No one able to go for it in time. Lydia subbing in here for Adri.
Daniel's gonna do it with you. Daniel, hi.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Marnie serves 8, and 8's receive goes up and into the ceiling and falls back down once again. We haven't had the ball stay up once, I don't think, this year. Every once in a long time, actually, the ball will stay on the ceiling because there's like crevices and stuff it can get stuck in, and then it won't fall down. So it's not totally impossible, but Lydia with a great spike there, away to the other corner. 15 trying to get to it, but unable to send it in a useful direction for the Mustangs. The Lancers pick up another point. 2 more, and they will have win the second set. Yes, that is the tense I am looking for. Won the second set. Another great serve by Marnie. 8 trying to receive it, but again, bumping it out of the bounds.
One more point for the Lancers, and they'll take this set.
Match. It'll be,
Match.
this is match
Wait,
point
oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Marnie, 15, 2.
Whatever.
Oh, and 2's bump not quite having enough force on it to carry over the net. And the Lancers win this second set quite, I don't know a word to say. My words are not coming to me. Amply?
Handily.
Handily. Okay, that works.
Handily.
Quite handily here. 25-9. Definitely not a poorly played set on either team's part, but the Lancers just having a very and finishing much more of the points here than the Mustangs did, leading to their large lead.
Looks like Band is starting to get prepared for the
Wow.
varsity game, but
That's great. Assonance.
what now?
Assonance. It's like alliteration, but with consonants.
Oh, wait.
I don't
Alliteration
think
does
it's-
have consonants, isn't it?
I don't think it's. Is it assonance? I know it starts with an A, but I thought it was something else.
Huh. I don't know.
No, we can look it up. We have
English is
all the
hard.
information given to us.
Oh, yeah.
It really is a very fun language.
What did you
I know,
say?
right?
No, it's not. I hate English, but I hate most languages. So
Assonance.
type it in. I'm bad at spelling. I'm bad at Englishing.
Assonance. Oh, okay. In
Assonance.
poetry, the repetition of the sound of a vowel or diphthong
Yeah, okay, you were right, Sherman.
in non-rhyming stress syllable near enough. Okay. Such as penitence or reticence.
Okay, there you guys go. More information for the day.
Okay.
The more you know, the more you know. Yes.
You didn't really understand that? Look it up yourself. Okay.
Words of wisdom from me. Lance is back out on the court here. This time it'll be Marnie, Abby, Josie, Lydia, Riley, and Hope. Someone will sub out for
Whatever.
Kari once again, but no one really knows who it'll be this
4
time.
more
It might be
viewers.
Abby.
Oh, someone left. Sad. Oh, so many people are going back there. It's making me nervous that I'm going to be late.
Oh yeah, we should find somebody to help
Yeah.
Cal out here.
Hey, Cal, can you do it yourself?
No, we'll send
maybe we
Daniel.
can call.
up
Maybe
here.
we can call Courtney back up.
Well, Daniel said he
Or
was
Daniel,
doing
yeah.
it with me here.
Yeah.
Wait, which Daniel?
Daniel
Hi.
Hine. He was doing the C team. Okay, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go pretty soon.
Okay.
So maybe not like now, but soon, if that makes sense.
Mustangs breaking out here, and the next the next set will begin. This set's just for fun or kicks and giggles or bumps and sets, I don't know. It doesn't matter is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
If you are very
We get what you're putting down.
Yeah,
Okay.
we get it.
Marnie will serve. I feel like she served in the end there, and she serves again. So it's like the second
Starting
set never
rotation.
ended. I don't know who was out on the court for both teams. Marnie's serve is good. Number 3 receiving it. Number 3 is Caitlin, and the Lancers getting the first point there off a good block by somebody.
Lydia. Lydia blocked
Lydia
it.
blocked it. Marnie will serve again here for a second time. Lancers getting their first point here. 3-8. And 14 with the spike. 14 is Caitlin.
Oh,
Lancers
off the
hustling to
basketball
get
hoop.
there, but no one able to put the ball over the net.
The basketball
and it
hoop
hits
isn't
the floor.
sticky either, guys.
Although tonight it might actually be able to get stuck in one of the hoop in like
I know,
the hoop.
right?
I don't know. It might just push the balloons out of the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, Abby does manage to get it up and over the net, but it also goes up and over the line, and I think up and over the thing that decides where the line is. So definitely not a point there for the Lancers, and Melrose takes a 1 point lead here. Number 9 serving again. That's Madeline. Marnie to Lydia, who bumps it over. 3 play for Melrose here. 14 with a spike. It's good. Over to Kari. Abby coming in for a hard spike, and her hard spike goes hard into the net and then falls softly to the ground on the Lancers side of the court. Point for the Mustangs.
Yep. Probably after this point, I'm going to go.
Madeline serving again. Marnie over to Abby. This time she does get it up and over the net. 9-4 with a great spike cutting across the court. Melrose doing a really good job of that.
Wow, it was
and
really
they
close.
called it out. I thought it was in for sure, but
No. Well,
ref's calling it out.
yeah.
Point for the Lancers. Hope serving here for the Lancers. 8 sets it over, but Riley's there to block it. And the point goes to the Lancers.
Lift.
A lift called on whoever touched the ball at some point and lifted it into the air.
Personally, I call them elevators.
Huh.
Elevate it? Okay.
Okay.
9.
Well, I'm going to
Kari.
set off soon, so.
Abby. Over to 8. 4. And 3. Tipping it over. And that will be a point for the Lancers once again. Nope. Lancers must have tipped it. Oh, nope. Lancers do get the point. They keep throwing the ball back and forth under the net, and it confuzzles me so thoroughly. Hope to 3, who receives it almost out of bounds, but 3 went for it. Riley with another great block, but 8 managing to receive that one. Riley spiking it. This time it goes to 2. 2 bumps it. It bumps it really hard, however, and it hits the ceiling and falls with an extremely high rate down to the floor on the side of the Mustangs. Hope to 9, 8 to 2, who tries for a back row spike, but her back row spike is unsuccessful, and the Lancers will get another point here now, leading by 3. Melrose-Mindoro score is 3, so you can do the math. The Lancers have a score of 6 here. 14 coming in for a spike, but Riley refusing to let the ball cross the net, giving another point to the Lancers. Nicely done there by Riley. Good try by 14. I think Riley must have just come up at the right time to block that one there. Hope to 8. 8 setting it over. Hope receiving it, however. Marnie over to Abby. Nice job there by Abby of keeping that one out of the net and getting it over the net. 14 this time gets her spike over. Back to Riley, and we have a lift called there, I think, on Lydia. Lydia. I can say my sister's name. Yes, I can.
I'm so proud of you, Sherman.
Thank you. 14 continuing to serve here for Melrose. The score is 7-4, and I think when I say continuing, I meant starting to serve here. 14 is Caitlin, received by Kari. Hope and Lydia going after it. Neither one of them really getting it, and another point for Melrose here. The score is now 7-5. Melrose at 5. Another great serve by 14, catches Marnie right in the face, and the ball goes to the ground after catching Marnie. Point goes to Melrose here. 14 with another great serve. Riley getting under this one. Hope and Lydia once again being unsure who's going for it.
And the game is
And
all
it's
tied
all
up.
tied up here, 7-7. 14 serving again. Another serve that makes it over the net. However, it makes it over the blue line as well, and the point goes to the Lancers. Riley now serves, I think for the first time this year, unless I missed one of her serves. Gone to most of their games though, so. Her serve is good. I think she might have been on the line when she served, but the refs didn't notice. So Marnie over to Abby. 5 with a great receive there. 8 setting it to 3, who gets it a spike on the ball but sends it into the net, and the Lancers get a point. Marnie will serve again. Lancers are now up 2. Another good serve by Riley. Goes right over 4. She tries to set it to send it back to her teammates. However, the ball has too much forwards momentum and keeps going towards the wall. Another point for the Lancers here. Score is now 10-7. Marnie serving again here. The ball going over to Hope, and Marnie setting it back to Lydia for a nice spike there. Point for the Lancers. I'm going to go find someone here quick to help Cal out in the end here. So,
Oh, thanks, Sherman.
we have the stage mic on, so turn this up when the thing starts until it sounds good.
Right. Here we will have Courtney joining us.
So I just gotta.
Right.
I don't. Is my mic on now? All right,
Yeah.
it's on. Great. No? Yes. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Courtney Belmer, and Riley Nauman is serving for the Lancers right now. It's been a pretty cool game so far. I just came from down in the crowd, and it's a little bit more exciting down there, in my opinion. We have number 4. Do we know names here? I don't think we do. Do we have names? Here? No, we don't have names. Well, we do? I'll find them somewhere, I promise. Oh, Ashley Nikolai. I've got names. All right, well, that was a nice serve over the net by Josie Nauman. Ashley, number 4, got that one good over again. Lydia Kettner, good save there. Great teamwork on the Lancers side. Looks like Josie almost took a nice smooch with the benches over there.
So, Courtney, how are you?
I'm wonderful, Cal. How are you?
Oh, not too bad.
I would do even better if this hat will fit over the... Oh, nope, it's not going to. Very sad. Well, I did my best. We have number 15, Morgan Tracy, serving now. And that is an ace for their team. This is Melman? Melman, all right. Just making sure. Well, Morgan Tracy serving again. And that looked like it was out. It was out. The crowd is getting pretty excited now down below, I think. They're getting a little bit louder. Abby Eichley now serving for the Lancers. She's got a pretty powerful hit. Good bump there by number 5. Number 4. And it just goes into the middle. A little bit of a lack of communication there. Abby will be serving again. We have our senior ladies, or varsity ladies, I suppose, lining up on the stage now for their next game. Abby, nice serve again, but too much power, gets it right over the line. We have number 10, Ella Tracy, serving for Melman. We also have a substitution over here. Number 14 in for number 5. Caitlin Ramsey just came in. Now Ella is all good to serve. Beautiful serve, she makes it. Nice bump by Abby. Marnie gets that one, and Kari sets it over the net. Good teamwork on Melman's, and a little bit of lack of communication for Emmanuel. We are seemingly a few points towards the end of the game, although it is entirely possible Melman has a really good chance of catching up here. Just a miss hit into the net by Josie there. Very close though. Ella's had her good run of serves here then. Set by Abby, gets it over to Marnie. Set by Olivia. Okay, there's a lift there.
Yes.
Yes. See, I can volleyball. I don't volleyball much, but. All right, well, Ella Tracy serving again. That was a point for Melman, and she serves it into the net. Point for the Lancers. They are just 6 points away, 6 points. Yeah, 6 points away from winning this set in a match. Or is it a match and a set?
It's a set.
It's a set. All right. Josie Nauman serving for the Lancers right now. She gets it right into the net. A little bit of frustration. Their libero, Kari Wales, is coming in for her. Here over to number 8, Paige Gordon. Hey, my cousin's name is Paige. Paige is serving over here for Melman. Nice over the net. Agdrew's running for that one, but just doesn't quite make it. Melman is swiftly catching up, and they have a chance at winning this set. Another nice serve by Paige, but she gets it just too far, a little bit too much power over the net, or over the line. Substitution, Lydia Kettner just came in for Adri Falkenberg, and now Marnie Schaller, another one of my cousins, will be serving for the Lancers. Don't worry, I'm not biased, not when I'm in the booth anyway. Very nice serve by Marnie. Number 15 over on Melman's side gets a good bump. Good teamwork, good spike by number 15. Point for Melman? Yeah, looks like it hit the ground, so point for Melman.
They are quickly closing that gap.
Yes, they are. They're
only down by 3.
Mm-hmm. We have another substitution. We have, I think number 3 just came in for number 15. Number 9 is serving for Melman. That is Madeline Dobbs. Nice volley over here, but Marnie just couldn't get that one over the net. Instead, it went straight into it. Very close, though. Nice teamwork, everybody. I was very ecstatic when I learned that the term for when it goes back and forth is a volley. Of course, I'd known the term before, but once I'd relearned it, it was quite fantastic. All right, spike over by, spike for Riley. And a point for the Lancers. They're just 5 points away from winning now. We have Olivia Thorough serving now. A good try at hitting that one by number 9, but the rest of her team did not seem to get there quite in time, but that was all right. They've still got some time. They are very, very close. It's anybody's game still, I believe. Another serve by Olivia. If you can't hear, the crowd is getting quite full and excited down below in preparation for the varsity games up next. Oh, a little bit of a lack of communication there. Lancers are 2 points away now, and Melman is just 6 points away. It's still a pretty close bet. Olivia is serving again. Good hit by Madeline. I think that was Madeline. Yeah, I was right. Oh, but she just gets it to, whoever hit that one over. I'm sorry, I was looking at names, not paying attention to the actual game. Got that just too far over the line. One more point and Emmanuel will win. Good serve by Olivia. Nice tip by number 8, but it was just not enough. So the Lancers have won this game. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Sorry about the change of cast and probably my rapid-fire speech. But
No, Sherman's worse.
oh, is he? Well, good to know I can be a little bit better than the veteran broadcaster. Anyways, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you'll stick around for the varsity game. It's sure to be a very loud and rowdy one. But anyways, have a great night, everybody. Good night.
Welcome to the campus of Emmanuel Lutheran High School. Tonight for the matchup between the Emmanuel Lutheran Lancers and the Melrose-Mindoro Mustangs. Tonight is senior night at Emmanuel, honoring the seniors, their last home game possibly. The Lancers are coached by Joe Lau, and Melrose-Mindoro is coached by Jenna Steers.
never expected this girl to play back row, but she did and she killed it. Your back-breaking serve and ability to always find somebody to laugh about will truly be missed. Also, one time she wore a boot to volleyball practice. Give it up for Melinda Buck. She may be one of our best hitters, but just wait till you see her set. Her sneaky tips always kept us on our toes, and we're gonna miss her. We're gonna miss you blaming the ball for a missed serve. Give it up for Alexis Eichley. This girl is always smiling. Her positive and encouraging attitude always kept our energy up, even if we weren't doing that great. Also, if you watch closely, you'll see her go on a full half serve around the ball before killing a back row tag. Don't know how you do it, but it works. Nicole Schoenbach. Last but not least, here's our favorite manager ever. She always brought either her delicious homemade energy bars or something she stole from Panera to make sure we had enough in our stomachs. To make it through the day. Thank you for devoting your Saturdays to filling our water bottles. Crystal Seno, everyone! One more round of applause for our seniors. Oh, also, everyone sing happy birthday to Faye. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Faye. Happy birthday to you. Thank you all.
Up for our starting lineup for Melrose-Mindoro.
Okay, welcome to this varsity game here at Emmanuel.
Senior number 1, Jackson Jones.
Emmanuel here tonight versus Melrose-Mindoro. Starting for Melrose-Mindoro is number 1, Jason Jones. Number 6, Erica.
Junior number 8,
Number 8, Emily. And number 10, Calette.
sophomore number 11, Ariana Ratcliffe.
Number 11, Aviana.
And the libero senior, number 17.
And number 17, Katie.
Melrose-Mindoro's coach by Dennis Sears. And now for your Lancers.
Starting out for the Lancers, we will have
Allison
Allison
Shaw.
Schaller,
Sophomore number 9, Erica Oster.
Erica Oster,
Junior number 11, Bryn Shearing.
Bryn Schoenbeck,
Senior number 13, Nicole Shearing.
Nicole Schoenbeck,
Freshman number 14, Annie Oster.
Annie Oster,
Freshman number 18, Claire Shearing.
Claire Schoenbeck, and finally,
And the libero, freshman number 6, Faith Kazemba.
Faith Kazemba.
That's your coach by July, assisted by Jennifer Shaw.
I think this is the hardest game of the season for the Lancers, and whoever wins this game here tonight wins conference. So high stakes here tonight in this volleyball game. Melrose subbing in here for both teams. And starting out serving will be Mustangs number 11. I don't know, Aviana. Her serve is good. Faith receiving it. Bryn setting it to Erica for a hard spike, and there the Lancers get the first point of the game. Sorry, we're gonna have some really loud cheering tonight, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me over it.
Yeah, decent sized crowd here for both sides.
Yeah, crowds very. Conference tends to do this. And it's senior night too, so serving Bryn Schoenbeck. Mustangs give the Lancers a free ball here. Bryn to Erica, hard spike, makes it over the Mustang blockers. 10 to 8 for a hard spike to the back row. Faith digging it as she falls. Very well done there by Faith, and another free play given to the Mustangs by Bryn. 10 going for a sneaky set, but Bryn was ready for it here. Annie coming in for a spike. Melrose blockers get their hands on it, but send it out of bounds. Another point for the Lancers. It is 2-0 here, just to show you our crowd. It is totally full up here tonight. And Bryn will be serving here again. Her serve is good once again. 7 receiving it. 10 to 17, and a free play for the Lancers. Nicole coming in. Bryn trying to get it out of the net, which she successfully does, but it's 4 hits called there on the Lancers as they were unable to get it over in under 4 hits. Number 17 serving again here. 17 is Katie, actually serving for the first time. Bryn back to Erica for a spike. She gets it down, but a bump return immediately by number 11 goes over all the Lancers and lands in the back court. They are unable to get there in time.
Very nice dig there.
Yeah, very well done there by number 11, I think.
Yep.
It's all tied up here, 2-2. Another great serve by 17, received by Nicole. Annie with a hard spike, but it's up and over the blue line, and that'll be another point for Melrose here. And it's all, and they have now pulled ahead 1 point here. Score is now 3-2 as 17 serves yet again. Faith receiving this time to Bryn. Bryn setting up Allison, who comes in. But Bryn's set was a bit off, and number 8 was able to get a hand on it before Allison could get there, sending it to the floor. Another point for Melrose. They've now pulled ahead by 2 points. The score is 4-2. 17 serving again. This time it's up and high. Nicole's there. Annie coming in for a spike, but once again, Annie's spike is way too hard and hits the wall before it hits the floor. Another point for Melrose-Mindoro. Timeout Lancers. Lancers starting out here strong. They seem to have lost it, but coach calling a timeout here to see if they can figure out what they're doing wrong and get back into it. They're only down 3, so definitely easy to come back from that. Mustangs have been playing a very good game here too. So should have a good volleyball game tonight.
Yep. It's going to be fought well till the end, that's for sure. Both sides.
Katie will continue serving here for the Mustangs. Had some nice serves so far. Changed it up a couple of times. See what she does this time. This time it's a hard serve, and Nicole is unable to send it to her teammate. It might have been out of bounds, but it would have been really close there. Nicole probably made the right choice to go for it. Too bad she couldn't hit it better here, and another point gained by Melrose. 17 with another serve. This one lobbing. Faith diving to get it. Bryn saving it out of the net, and Faith manages to get it over. Nice save by the Lancers. 10 setting up 8 for a killer spike there. That would have been hard to receive. That was very well set up there by Melrose.
Now they're pulling up by 5 now. It's going to be harder to come back from. But
yeah, Lancers can't let them keep doing this for too long here. 17 with another beautiful serve. Bryn setting it to Annie, who cannot tip it over. Oh, yeah. They can't manage to get it past the blockers, and another point gained by the Mustangs, now leading by 6. Score 8-2. It's still early on in this first set, but the Lancers are going to have to do some serious work to come back. Allison trying to get it over the net there, but unable to save it for her team. And another point goes to Melrose, who are now up 7. 17 with another hard serve. Faith to Nicole. Bryn setting it to the back row. 11.
that'll be Emmanuel's point.
Yeah, a double hit called on 11. I wasn't sure if it was, I thought it might be a lift, but a double hit called. Ikley subbing in for Nicole here.
Lancers hoping this can change.
Yeah, Lancers need to pick up some get on a roll here and get some momentum going. 10 saving it there for her team. 17 with a back row spike to Faith. Bryn over to Annie, but Bryn, I think, stepped over the line there or got in the net. Definitely not something the Lancers wanted to do there. They really needed some points there.
Yep. They
Nicole
need to get
coming in
momentum on
for
their side
Annie.
here.
No, Erica. And it looks like number 10 will now be serving. Number 10 is...
Colette Lockington.
Yeah, I'll let someone who actually knows English pronounce the names that I can't pronounce. Her serve is good, but Milena receiving it. Allison coming in for a hard spike. 17 managing to save it. And Melrose with an amazing save there. That really could have helped the Lancers, but Melrose not giving it to them easy here. 10 setting up 8 for a hard spike, but 8 unable to get the ball to go over the net this time. And the Lancers getting a point here. Faith will now be serving for the Lancers, and in comes Claire for Allison. Faith's serve is good, 11. 10 setting back to 8 with a hard spike. Faith gets it up for her team after they get it over the blocker. Annie with a spike that goes in this time. 10 with a surprise set over to Milena. Bryn with the surprise set here, 10-2, setting up 8 for the hard spike. Faith trying to dig it, but that's just such a hard spike. 8 is really doing well here. Her second kill of the night.
Lancers still down 7 now. Be the Mustangs serve here.
Yep, number 8 serving. Her kills are just devastating when she gets them. See if her serves are too. Her first serve is good. Faith unable to control where the ball goes, and it runs into the wall. Point for the Mustangs. Lancers are now down 8 points.
They need to start getting some points here.
8 with another serve, and that one just barely tipping over the net. Lancers thought it wasn't going to come over, and then it bumped its way over the net.
Another timeout taken by the Lancers coach, Joe Lau. Second one already.
Trying to figure out how the Lancers can get some momentum going their way. They're down 9 points. 9 points here. So they need to get something going here sooner. They're not even going to have a chance in this first set. Varsity is best out of 5, but losing the first set by a lot is not exactly a morale supporting thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looking for some words that I'm not doing very well on thinking up my words tonight. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please click on the link to our Discord in the description and go to our Discord and leave them there.
Lancers fans on their feet still, not giving up on them yet.
Number 8 will serve again. That is Emily. Another good serve, but Buck managing to get that one, and a nice spike there by Claire. Gets the Lancers a point. Very well done there by the freshman. And Avery coming in to serve for the Lancers.
See if they can get something going here.
Avery's first serve is good, received by 8. 10 setting up 6 for a hard spike, but the Lancers block it. 6 with a nice save, but Bryn sends it right back. 2 manages to save her block after she is unable to block it from going over the net. Bryn trying to flip it over the net there, but unable to get it, and has a lift called on her. Point to the Mustangs. Lancers really having a challenge getting like 2 points in a row here.
Got to start doing that if they want to come back. Oh, there's another one for Melrose.
Elena's set there is a bit off. Avery diving for it, but unable to get under it. Another point for Melrose. They're now up 10 here, their largest lead so far of this set. Melrose playing a great game here so far. Amazing serving, very nice saves, and some really good spikes. Another great save, but it's out of bounds, and the Lancers getting a point. Only down 9 now. And Alexis will be serving for the Lancers as Erica comes in for Milena. Lancers definitely need to get some points here. It just keeps on getting harder for them to come back. 10 setting up 1 for a hard spike, but it's down the line, but it's on the wrong side of the line, and the Lancers will get another point. First time they've gotten 2 points, I think, this game since the first 2 points of the game. So
got to keep doing that.
Another
if they want to come
good
back.
serve. 2 setting to 10. 8 just getting it over. Bryn punching it over. Ooh, and we have a in the net called, I think.
Okay.
on Bryn Schoenbeck there. Definitely not something the Lancers can do much this game. They're going to need to avoid that as much as possible here. Lancers haven't been playing a terrible game, but they haven't been playing one high enough here to keep in this game, so they're going to have to up their game here. Faith over to Avery. Erica back to Claire. Great save there by the Mustangs. I think it was out of bounds, but they managed to make it work anyways. 8 getting in another one of her devastating kills. The Lancers just don't have anything to stop that. Once she hits it down like that, the back row can't move fast enough in the front row unless they were already going up to block. Can't do it.
Oh,
Claire
just
with a
barely
great
out.
spike, but it's just barely over the line.
So
I thought they might call
yeah.
it in, but
Tegan Frey
almost perfect
serving
placement.
it here.
Lancers now down 11 points. Faith to Avery. Bryn coming in for a hard spike. It's blocked, but Faith's there to save it. Sent back by Melrose, but Lancers managed to save that one as well. And we have a double hit. Lancers getting a little break here. They're down to being only down 10 points, and in comes Allison. See if Claire can get them back 10 points here. Starting to look hard here for the Lancers to win this first set, but if they could at least get some momentum going, maybe that could carry over to the second set for them here. Claire to Avery, back to Allison, who spikes it. Allison manages to save it after it's blocked by the Mustangs. 12 coming in for a hard spike. But hits it too hard and over the line and out of the bounds. And the Lancers getting another point here.
Line judges for tonight's game is Jesse Peterson and Jonah Albrecht. The usual ones here.
Another great serve by Claire. 17 setting up 1 for a nice spike. Received by it
they
was
call it
called
out.
Very close to being in here again. The Lancers just hitting it a tiny bit too hard here. The ball looks like it's on the line from up here, but we have a funny angle. So number 11 will be serving now for Melrose. Number 11 is the name I cannot say. A double hit called here on the Lancers.
20-9.
Lancers are really going to have to do some coming back here in this second set if they want a chance at winning this match here. Avery back to Erica, and Erica really smashes the ball, and it goes way over the line. She didn't get enough down on that one, and she wasn't up high enough to put any down on it. So not a great situation there for Erica. Score 21-9. Once again, Avery setting up Erica, and this time she gets the kill. Very well done there by Erica.
Here comes Annie Oster in for Avery Quam. And Bryn Schurenbeck's going to be serving it for the Lancers here.
Lancers now need 11 points to come back. Bryn's serve is good. 10 setting up 8, however. Ooh, the Lancers managed to get a block, and it didn't even get to the Lancers. It hit the net instead.
Crowd really getting into it now, hoping the Lancers can make a comeback here.
Another great serve by Bryn, received by 2-10, trying to save it over the net, but unable to get it up and over, and another point for the Lancers.
2 quick points there for the Lancers. Bryn Schurenbeck serving again for the Lancers.
Another receive by 4, blocked by the Lancers. Well done there. 8 setting up 1 for a spike. It goes over, but Faith is there to save it. Erica coming in, but blocked. Faith there again. Annie coming in, blocked again. Puts it up. Faith over to Erica, and we have a double hit called on Faith Kazemba. The judges being very picky this game. I don't think I've seen so many. I don't know if they're called fouls in volleyball. Fouls called in a game. 17 serving again. 17 is Katie. Bryn over to Annie with a nice spike, makes it over the front line. 8 setting back to 17, who bumps it over. Free play for the Lancers. Bryn setting up Allison for a hard spike. She gets it past the blocker and down between the 2 back row people. Another point for the Lancers.
Alexis Eichley coming in for, is that?
Milena, or no, Nicole, no. Man,
Caitlin Berman.
Yeah, that person.
Erica Oster serving.
Her serve is good to 11. 10, setting up 17 for a back row spike to Faith. Bryn setting up Annie for a great spike. It goes over Six's head. I think she thought it might have been out of bounds, but it was not. A well-placed spike there by Annie, and another point for the Lancers. They're now only down 8.
Erica Oster serving again for the Lancers here.
Even if the Lancers can't quite make this comeback here in the first set,
Momentum is on their side.
It'll be worth it for the momentum it gives them.
Yep.
Another point here. It's definitely not impossible for them to come back in this first set. That would give them some great momentum here for the game. Erica's serve is good. 17, setting it to 11. 6 to Bryn. Allison back to Annie, who spikes it over. Received by the libero. 8 coming in for the killer spike. Faith trying to dig it, but unable to dig those killer spikes by number 8.
Emily Herzberg, she's just a great spiker here.
Yeah, that's her 4th kill of the game that I have recorded, and I haven't been doing a very good job of recording. So
let's see, number 10, Colette Lockington serving for the Mustangs.
Great serve over to Faith there. Bryn setting up Allison for a hard spike. Mustangs blockers are just so good. They don't let the Lancers get many of these spikes through. Again,
net maybe?
Alexis is unable to make it through, and yeah, I think we had an in the net called there. Either that or a double hit or a lift or something, I don't know. Number 10 serving again here. It's good once again. Buck receiving it. Nice spike there by Annie, but it's received by the libero. 8 coming in for that killer spike. She gets it past the blockers, and they are unable to put it back up into the air.
That's the set. Mustangs take the first set 25-15, but Lancers started coming back there at the end.
Yeah, hopefully they can carry some of that momentum they got from that last few points there into the second set and come back strong in the second set.
So this is Sherman Kettner up here doing play-by-play, and I'm Daniel Hine doing camera.
And I think Sam might join us
Sam
here.
Rademacher coming up here.
We have some cheering going on. Turn that on and off when you want to talk, because otherwise the crowd will just be really bad. And you're going to have to turn up your volume on the main panel. That's the blue one. Yeah. 2 minutes here left in this halftime. Or quarter, third time in between the two games. I don't know. Intermission. Long timeout between two sets that neither team has to call.
That was very well played set there by both teams. I think Lancers could do a better job of not making so many mistakes like lifts and stuff.
Yep. Lancers back out on the court here. It's Nicole, Bryn, Claire, Annie, Erica, and Allison for the Lancers. Looks like Bryn might be starting out serving here, but sometimes they just try and confuse me, so. We have some more cheering. I don't know what for this time.
It's senior night. Everyone's going wild.
People are throwing stuff at the booth suddenly.
Throwing stuff at the booth?
Yeah, something just hit the booth over there.
Oh, goodness.
Out for the Mustangs, we have number 8, Emily. Number 1, I'm going to let Sam read the names.
Okay, number 1 is Chastity Jones. Number 8 is Emily Herzberg.
Number 10?
Number 10 would be Colette Lockington.
Number
Colette
11.
11 is, Eviana Radcliffe.
Number 7, I think, was out there.
Tegan Frey.
And I think the last person might be number 8. I cannot see the number.
You already said Emily Herzberg.
Oh, no. It must not be number 8.
11, 7, something.
The person is refusing to show us their number.
Turn.
They are standing perfectly perpendicular to us, and we
Yeah.
cannot read their number.
What's up with that? I'm gonna guess. Oh man.
How about 6?
Erica Simmons. I'm gonna say that's number 6. Oh, yep. I'm right. Erica Simmons.
Wow, aren't
Spelled
we so
Erika. That's some unique names down there, I guess.
good? Yeah, if we're totally mispronouncing someone's name and you know how to pronounce it, let us know in our Discord. We have, oh no, we don't have Bryn for sure serving yet. Nobody's passed her the ball.
Will they copyright that?
No, you're too bad.
Oh, thanks. All right. Sure, go ahead.
Okay,
This is our crowd.
the
It's very
libero
blue.
here subbing
And we're
in for number 6, the libero Katie Christopherson. Bryn will
Christopherson.
be serving for the Lancers, and her serve is good right to the libero, who sends it over to 10. 8 coming in for her killer spike right away.
Mucho
So
powerful.
hard for the Lancers to even receive that one. Just straight down and hard. Unless it's straight to someone, Lancers just can't
Quite
get it
the
back.
kill.
One with a great serve here. Bryn back to Erica, and she almost gets a kill here. Can the Mustangs save it? No, they cannot. Great hustle by the Mustangs, but they are unable to put it over the net. And in comes the libero for number 1. Number 1 was
Chastity Jones. All right, we have
that's your serve.
Erica Oster serving for the Lancers.
It's all tied up here, 1-1, and Erica's serve is good. The libero digging it. Ken setting up 6 for another powerful kill there. Once it gets past the blockers there, the back row would have to really have some good luck. Even if they manage to get their hands on it, I feel like it would probably go way up and over or into the ceiling or something. Looks like Faith might have gotten a little bit injured or something, so hopefully
Yeah.
she's all right.
She got hit in the face.
Oh,
She got hit. Someone spiked it into her face on accident, of course.
yeah. Annie getting a
Oh,
nice
they're
spike
saying
there.
it's touched.
Melrose spikes it back, and I guess one of the Lancers touched it. I missed that, but refs are paying much better attention to the game than I am, at least along the net. So it'll be number 10 serving here for the Mustangs. Ooh, very nice return and lucky one there from Elena Buck. Goes right in between the Mustangs, and they are unable to get a control of the ball. A point for the Lancers. Lancers are down 1 now. It's 3-2. And in comes Caitlin Berman to serve for the Lancers.
Gets it over.
Serve is
Received
good.
by
Number
11. 11. I can have
10
her
to
name.
8 with a hard spike right into the blockers. It does go out of bounds off the blockers, but since it was off the blockers, it doesn't matter, and Lancers still getting a negative point there. Mustangs number 8 will be serving. She
Her
had
name
some
would
really
be
good serves.
Emily Herzberg.
Ooh, another
ace.
powerful serve there and an ace. It might be her second of the game. I don't have it marked down, but I do remember her getting an ace earlier. And I do remember her getting a nice serve earlier.
Oh, you're keeping stats.
Somewhat. I'm doing a
What do
very
the
poor
Kings
job.
do?
Kills.
Oh, I see.
8 with another hard serve, but this one's too hard and carries out of the line, outside the line, back and to the left. Point for the Lancers, who are only down 2.
They must have carried something over from that last set.
Yeah,
Closer
doing a
than
little bit
last.
better here. A serve by Avery, who just came in for the Lancers. 6 just barely setting it over there, and
That is a tip.
Avery going for it, but unable to get under it. Another point going to Melrose.
I think number 17 had about the first 6 serves of the last set. She's a very good server.
Katie serving there, number 17, but received.
Brent spikes it.
Set up there by Avery. Bryn spiking it, but we had something called. I missed what the call was.
Well, they weren't able to get it back over the net, and I think they touched the net and lifted it or something.
Oh, yep. Bryn spike going in between the blockers and the net, and once that happens, it's hard to recover it. So serving here is Alexis. It's returned, blocked. There was Bryn's spike. Alexis to Bryn, setting it backwards over. Free play for the Mustangs. 2 setting up 17, but we have a double hit called on number 2, I think. Point going to the Lancers. Lancers only down here 1. The score is 6-5. Alexis serving again. It's good. 10 over to 1 with a hard spike, and it's out of bounds. The Lancers have tied it up here again at 6-6.
Ooh. Point goes to
they
Melman.
call it tipped. They call it tipped.
So it's not tied up 6-6. It is now 7-5.
Yeah.
Number 7 will be serving for Melrose-Mindoro. Number 7 is...
Oh, number 7, her name is Tegan Frey. She serves it, received
It's
by
good.
Caitlin Berman over to Avery. And Claire sets it over to 10-12, sets up 10, who spikes it. Down to
Claire receiving it after the cut was made by the Mustangs. It's bumped over by Berman. Free play for the Lancers.
Yep.
A hard spike by number 1.
Out of bounds off of the Lancers.
Yeah, blocked by the Lancers, but they're unable to keep it from going over the net anyways, and point goes to the Mustangs. They've
All right,
pulled
number
ahead here by
7.
3 points, but Lancers definitely could come back from that. And Erica just barely tipping it over, but it's returned by 12, and we have a double hit called on.
There's been a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, double hit called on Avery.
I've seen a lot of lifts today.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lancers definitely having some problems here, but 7's serve was not even into the net. It fell short going after the ref. And the Lancers are now only down 3. The score is 6-9 with Claire serving. See if she can get them right back into this here. Being down 3 is nothing too bad here. Allison blocking / spiking it there. One trying to get it over, and she does.
It just rolls over that top.
Mustangs definitely getting a bit of luck here. They've had at least 2 balls like that where it just barely gets over the top and then falls straight down on the other side.
Those ones are sneaky.
Lancers scrambling to try and get it, but they were all just a bit too far away as they were expecting a hard spike there. Bryn coming in for the hard spike. It's blocked and falls to the Lancers side of the floor. They're now down 5 points here.
Looks like Faith Kazemba is back out of the locker room talking to the trainer at the moment. I think
Claire to Avery. Avery crossing over the line here. And another point going to the Mustangs.
Timeout.
Lancers are now down 6.
Yeah. Looks like, I think Faith got hit in the head with a spiked ball. So maybe concussion protocol. I'm not really sure exactly.
Yeah, those balls are moving pretty fast here tonight.
Especially, I'm not sure who it was, but if it was number 8, that's definitely something to watch for.
Lancers down 6 here, score 6-12.
It's a good thing that it wasn't like a baseball or a bowling ball.
I don't think
Then
you'd
you
be
would-
spiking a bowling ball.
Yeah.
My wrist would not appreciate that in any way, shape, or form.
TV. All right. Yes. Not letting me use on the TV. What have you done? What's your problem?
Number 11 serving here. I don't know. I'll let Sam say her name here. Number
11.
Ooh, Erica just managing to sneak it past the blockers there.
11 or
Point
7?
to the Lancers. 11.
Oh,
was.
her name was
Well, still is.
Eviana Radcliffe.
That is still her name. She's just not serving anymore. 11 for the Lancers is now serving Bryn Schoenbeck. Her serve is hard to 7. 8 setting up 1 for the spike, which turns into more of a pushover here. Erica coming in for the spike. She manages to get it past the blockers. 17 trying to send it up into the air so her teammates can help her, but unable to put enough forward momentum on it to keep it
Lancers
from
only
going to
down
the wall.
4 now.
Definitely
See if they
doing
can-
better in the second set than the first
For
one.
sure. Oh, there's
Ooh.
another point. Oh,
Almost saved there by the Mustangs. They do not give up on it, but
Great
they are
effort
unable
there.
to get it back over.
so no. Only
Bryn.
down by 3 here. Lancers fighting their way back into this one.
Bryn serving again, and it's good again. That one, oh, can they save it?
And
Oh
they
my
do.
word.
Yes, they can.
That was an amazing save. Mustangs
Oh, it's
have
in.
a great game. I'm not sure.
Crowd goes wild here at Manual Lutheran. They're getting into this one for sure.
I'm not sure who spiked that, but whoever it was on the Lancer side had some
I think that might have
amazing
been
placement.
Allison Schaller.
8 coming in for one of her killer spikes again, stopping the Lancers' progress. Cold here. Just,
That definitely shut the crowd up for sure.
yeah. I don't know what the Lancers could do against that. That's just such a hard thing to block here.
Yeah.
One serve is great. Claire receiving it. Bryn punching it over. 10 setting up 8 for another killer spike. And this
That's
time,
what they have to do. That's what they have to do.
blockers blocking it. It almost went out of bounds, but I think it hit one of the Mustangs first. So
Yep.
Lancers getting the point there. Only down 2 here. Definitely fighting to stay in this game here, the Lancers.
That's what the Lancers got to do when they come up to spike it.
Erica serving it over
10
here.
to
Yeah.
Another great block there by Allison.
The
And
crowd going wild.
yeah, you can probably hear it just echoing through our mics. We don't even have a crowd mic anymore. It's broken or something. I don't know. I tried to turn it on earlier. It wasn't working.
Erica Oster serving for the Manual Lutheran.
11 receiving. Ooh, another great block and another point. And it's all tied up here, 13-13. And the timeout called, I think, Melrose. Yeah.
That crowd just went wild. I think I could feel that one in the booth just shaking. So a timeout taken by Melrose-Mindoro.
I think so. I don't see why the
We are
Lancers would have
all-
taken a timeout there. So
Yes.
Yeah, we were all tied up. 13-13.
Lancers fighting their way back in this one.
13-13.
Melrose definitely playing a good game here. But Lancers have just been trying really hard the second set, and it's been paying off for them. More cheering here by the seniors.
I can hear that in my thing, in my headset.
Yeah,
And the booth is just vibrating like crazy up here.
yeah, people jumping on the court floor makes the entire place
Yeah.
up here shake. So
It's
Sorry.
definitely electric in here.
sorry if the camera wibbles and wobbles a bit. There's
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
we can do about it.
It's nice to see though as the
Erica serving again, and it's good once again. 11-10. Trying to send it back. A miscommunication. The first one we've seen here by the Mustangs. Lancers definitely have gotten the,
heads of them.
yeah, they're,
All the momentum shifting towards the Lancers side of the court here.
see if the Mustangs can stop it. Again here, 8 with a great spike, but Bryn is able to save it after most of the speed is taken off of it by the blockers. Over to 6 for the tip, and
Another
Allison
block.
with a great tip
That would be-
spiking block there.
Allison Schaller and Annie Oster up there
Yeah, I think
blocking
Allison
those.
got her hand over and smacked it to the floor. Very well done there by
That's-
Allison.
That's like their third block there.
Lancers taking the lead for the first time in this game. Bryn over to Allison. Annie
A tip.
tipping it over. Great job there by the Mustangs of getting it back, but Erica's there to back them up.
Back set.
Allison, but blocked there. Bryn, can Claire get it over? She does. Free play for the Lancers. 10, setting up 8 for the hard spike. It goes just off the net,
That's out.
It rolls off
That
the
should
net
be
and out of
Lancers
bounds.
point.
I think.
Lancers point.
Wait,
There
they're
we go.
calling a tip. They are calling a tip.
One judge calling it. It's the Lancers point.
High judge
Lancers.
saying there
The
was no
Lancer
tip.
crowd is going crazy right now.
Lancers taking their first lead, I think, of the game or of the
It's
match here. A
16 to
3-point
3
lead.
here.
Another great serve by Erica. 10 over to 8. Finally getting in one of her killer strikes. Lancers unable to finally block it. But a very nice volley there right before. And Lancers have been doing a great job. Hopefully they can keep it up, even though they lost a point here. Not sure who will be serving here for the Mustangs. I can't find the player. There she is. It looks like it's number 10. Number 10
Number 10 is
Annie
Colette
coming in for a spike,
Lockington.
but it's blocked. Colette Lockington was number 10, in case you missed it.
All right, number 2 to
over to
8. He
8.
spikes
Oh.
it down. Nice
Right
kill.
through the Lancers blockers there. That is 4.
Number 8, Emily Herzberg.
that I have recorded, that is her 9th kill of the game.
That is crazy.
Wow.
And I
MVP right
could have
there.
missed 1 or 2 already, so at least 9 kills.
Definitely one of their key players here in this game.
Allison coming in for a strike. It does go through the
it's
line.
called out. That'll
but it
be
was called out.
Mustang's point
Yeah.
tie game at 16.
Number 2 almost touched that one. It went in between her arms there, so I wouldn't have been surprised if they called the tip on it, but they did not. So it's all tied up again.
Milena to Bryn and
Oh,
Alexis.
way too hard
might
of a
have been
spike there by
tipped.
Alexis.
Okay.
And no tip being called, so
That looked like it was tipped from up here, but they obviously have better angles than we do, so
yeah.
not going to complain about that one.
Number 10, someone. Allison coming in for a hard spike, and once again it's out of bounds. Lance is putting some power on it. I think they were hoping the Mustangs would tip it there, but
All right,
Mustangs were
timeout
playing it
called
smart.
by the Lancers.
So momentum is just shifting back and forth between the two
Yeah.
teams. So,
Lance is
close.
only down 2 here, so they definitely have a chance here in the second set. Mustangs taking the first one by 10, but
looks like Faith Kazemba is back on the bench there for the Lancers.
Yeah.
Their libero for tonight. I think she's been that pretty much for the whole season.
yeah. So that's definitely, she can come back out. That would definitely help them out here.
Yep.
Been doing a good job of playing without her here.
So the Mustangs come out of their huddle and the Lancers are about to. It'll be Mustangs serve number 10.
10, Colette Lockington.
Been doing a great job of serving here.
Yeah,
Maybe
both
her
teams
fourth
have had
serve.
some great serves.
Yeah.
Here's everyone's ready.
Great
Received by
serve
Claire
again.
over to Alexis, who sets up Allison, who sets it over to 10.
Pushing it.
Number 2 to
Tip
number
over. Oh.
8.
So close there. Bryn trying to save it. Allison turns around to find the ball in her face and is unable to do anything with it. And ends up more like catching it as she tries to bump it. 3-point lead here now for Melrose. 10 serving again. Bryn setting up Annie. And
Ooh,
Annie
nice one.
going into what looks like a hard spike, but changes it to more of a soft tip right beforehand, going just over the blockers, but falling down fast before the back row.
Caitlin Berman coming in for Allison Schaller. She'll be serving here for the Lancers. Number 8.
Her serve is good. 10, setting up 8. Ooh, Milena getting a hand on that one. Well done there by Milena. Directing it up towards the ceiling. Berman runs after it, but is unable to get there in time to send it back towards the Lancers. Number 12 coming in for the first time tonight.
And we have
She
number
looks like
8,
she has some extreme height here, so
Emily
Number-
Herzberg.
her serve is good. Received by
Number-
Berman and
Number 12 with the kill,
yeah, number 12. with the
Mesa
kill.
Bayam.
Number 12 is extremely tall here.
Yeah.
That'll be good for Melrose-Mindoro.
Yeah. Great
Lancers.
receive there by Milena.
Lancers really don't have that much height on
Yeah.
them.
They have some people who can really jump, but nothing for like,
Erica
Just height.
Oster, possibly. Yeah.
yeah. Claire getting it over there past the blockers, but the Mustangs managed to send it back. A great spike there by number 12, and the Lancers all diving to the floor trying to get that one over, but Melrose gets the point anyways. Great hustle by the Lancers. Momentum seems to have gone back to Melrose here, so Lancers definitely needing to pick something up here before Mustangs can get these last 3 points. Another great serve by Emily, just powering its way over the net there.
Annie hits it down.
Annie
And
strikes it.
The Lancers point. Double hit on the Melrose-Mindoro Mustangs.
And I think someone might have been in the net too, so.
It was a double hit. Yeah.
All right, we have Avery Kwan serving for the Lancers.
Lancers down 4, not anything they can't come back from here. 10 setting it back to 6. Free play for the Lancers. They really need to take advantage of these. Milena with a back row spike, received by 8. Back to 8 for a spike. Lancers blocking it and deflecting it to the back of the Mustangs court. Mustangs diving for it, but unable to get there. The point goes to the Lancers. Well done there by the Lancers.
Avery Plum serving again for the Lancers here.
Lancers blockers really doing some hard work here tonight. So
Yeah,
congrats
for
to
sure.
them. 6 tipping it over, but Bryn manages to keep it up in the air. Back to Bryn for a spike. 17 diving for it, and Mustangs keep it in the air. Free play here for the Lancers. A spike. Lancers keeping it up in the air, and Claire gets it over. 10 setting it over to 12.
Double hit on the Mustangs. A double hit. I've never seen so many double hits in a game.
Yeah, judges really being picky here tonight.
On both sides, for sure.
Extremely picky.
Avery Klum with the serve.
Number 10 setting up. The libero, 17.
I wonder if these are WIAA refs.
Maybe, because this is such a big game for the conference.
Yeah, I don't recognize them, and they are being very picky. So
yeah.
Lance is getting another point there in the time when we weren't paying attention game. Crowd is going to be hoarse by tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. There they are.
Melrose breaking their huddle, coming back out here. Avery will continue serving here. One more point and the Lancers are all tied up. Lancers definitely putting in a good fight here in the second set. See if they can finish it off strong here.
Oh, that's not what they needed right there.
Avery's serve going off her hand weird, and point goes to the Mustangs. It'll be the libero serving. The libero is number 17.
Number 17, Katie Christopherson.
She's a really good server
Her
for
serve
the
is
Mustangs.
But Milena receiving
Avery
it.
to
Great
Alexis.
spike there by Alexis, but 12 manages to keep it up in the air. Shoved over by 10 and a free play for the Lancers. Bryn spikes it over. Blockers manage to keep it on the Lancers side of the net here. And Claire with a shot or a drive. Boy trying to spike it, but unable to keep it over the net. Or one trying to spike it, but unable to get it to go over the
Four
net.
hits. Erica Oster coming in for Milena Buck, it looks. Yeah, Milena Buck. So another relatively tall front row for
The
the
Lancers.
Lancers. Yeah.
A great serve there by Alexis. 8 digs it. Back to Berman. Set up
Avery to
there. Great
Erica.
spike by Erica. Our mics just went out. We're receiving too much feedback here for the thing.
For that or... Oh, we're all tied up. This is very suspenseful.
Yeah, 23. First team to get a point here makes the other team have to win by 2.
Try saying that with no emotion. This is very suspenseful.
Lancers.
Oh, perfect played.
Berman there. Claire tipping it over, received by the libero. 10 with the surprise set. Oh, Lancers trying to save this one, unable to. And the Lancers now have to get up to 26 to win, whereas the Mustangs only need 1 point. So definitely a lot of pressure on the Lancers here as Nicole comes in for them. We have a sub, number 7, coming in for number 2, and number 7 will be serving. Number 7 is...
Number 7 is Tegan Frey.
Jim goes quiet here before
Yeah,
the
it
serve.
does. Wow.
Berman.
Actually, it was kind of nice.
Avery. Lancers start cheering again here. 8 with the
What a
spike,
dig!
and that will be the game.
And the Mustangs have won the
Taking
second set as
Lancers
well.
definitely putting up a great fight there in the second set. Definitely have potential here for this third set, but now it's really hard for the Lancers to come back here, as they will have to win the remainder of the sets. Okay. Daniel has to go do something here, so Sam and I will take over here.
Do you want to be? It's up to you.
I mean, I don't really care. Is it nice to have a cameraman so you don't have to do that?
I can be cameraman. I've done cameraman a lot. But if you want to stay up here, you can. Yeah.
Attention, I need to make one quick announcement before we start our next game. We just hit a huge milestone on our team for one of our players. Our setter, Colette Lockington, just hit 1,000.
We have
We have an announcement here for Melrose. Someone on Melrose just got 1,000 assists, so. Congratulations to her. 1,000 assists is pretty hard to get here in a high school career. Looks like it is number 10, perhaps? Yeah, number 10, that is
Colette Lockington.
We got the 1,000 assists.
I am doing camera now. We only have us two up here now.
Again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns,
yeah,
go ahead and leave them in our Discord. There's a link to it in the description.
I put it there. You taught me, Sherman. Taught me everything I know about this place.
Lancers back out on the court here for the third set. Starting out the third set for the Lancers will be Annie, Nicole, Claire, Allison, Erica, and Bryn. For the Mustangs, we have...
For the Mustangs, we have numbers 10, 11, 8, 7, 1, and 6. Let me see their names now.
Number 8 is Emily. Number 1 is
Chastity or Cassidy.
Number 10.
Number 10 would be Colette Lockington.
Number 11.
Number 11 is Aviana Radcliffe.
Number 7.
Tegan Frey.
And then the libero will be coming in.
Katie Christopherson.
Looks like Faith will not be playing here the rest of this game, so hopefully she didn't get a concussion from that. Definitely a player lost there for the Lancers. They could use her in the back row against number 8 Spikes. Nicole, however, doing a great job receiving there. Bryn trying to punch it over the net as the Lancers charge forwards.
And
however,
the Mustangs claim the first point of this set.
Lancers can't let this set get away from them here. A great serve by 11. Claire to Bryn. Allison coming in for the sideways spike, making a cut across, but unable to beat the Mustangs defense there. Allison, however, with a great spike, gets it past the blockers, and they are unable to elevate the ball again as it falls to the floor. Point for the Lancers. It's all tied up 1-1, and Bryn will be serving for the Lancers. Bryn's serve is good. 11 with a great receive there. 10-17 for the back row spike. Great back row spike by 17, and nicely done there by Nicole of receiving it. A spike by the Lancers, blocked, and then received by Melrose. Melrose coming in for a hard spike there. Lancers blocking it, but the ball is directed out of bounds. Point for Melrose.
We got number 17, libero Katie Christopherson serving.
Her serve is good again. Claire doing a nice receive there. Bryn over to Erica for a hard spike. It's cut across to the back corner. 7 diving, trying to keep it in the air, but unable to. Very well done there by Erica, and a nice set by Bryn Schoenbeck to her. We have Erica serving now for the Lancers. Her serve goes to the libero. 10-8 coming in for a spike.
Kill, but
Erica does manage to dig it, however, is unable to direct it anywhere useful for the Lancers, and it goes out of bounds on the Mustang side of the court. Point for the Lancers.
We have number 10, Colette Lockington serving.
We have a sub here for the Lancers. Milena Buck coming in for Erica Oster. Number 10 serving. Her serve is falling fast there. Great receive there by Claire. We have
but the point goes to the
by Bryn, and I couldn't see the signal the ref made, so I don't know what the
point
foul
goes to
was.
the Mustangs.
Couldn't have been a double hit, so it was either a lift or she went in the net or something.
I'm guessing a lift.
And with a great serve, it did go out of bounds. Bounds? Or no, it didn't. It did go out of bounds. Okay. 10 served hard and must have just barely gone out of bounds. Called there by Jonah. And now
we got Caitlin Berman serving. Okay.
10-8 with the powerful spike. But Berman manages to dig it, and Milena's there to back her up as the ball falls from the ceiling. I think that's the first of number 8 spikes they've managed to send back, but they are unable to do it for the second one there. And the point will go yet again to the Mustangs. Lance is trying so hard here, but this is just such a hard game for them here.
Yeah.
Melrose is such a great team in the conference. Claire, they do manage to save that one, getting it over the net, but also getting it over the out-of-bounds line.
Bit too far.
And the point will go to the Mustangs. Such a good try there by the Lancers. Nice hustle.
8, we have Emily Herzberg serving.
Her serve is good again. Berman with the surprise set to 8. 6 coming in for the hard spike, blocked by the Lancers. 17 with a surprise set over now to Milena. Bryn back to Claire, and Claire manages to spike it over. It goes off the blockers and out of bounds. Lancers trying again so hard here, really putting a lot of effort into this game. It will now be Avery serving here for the Lancers. Her serve is good, received by number 8. Over to 17 for a back row spike. Number 17's spike is a bit too sharp and ends up outside the line on the Lancers side of the court. Lancers now have 5 points compared to Melrose's 6, only down 1. See if Avery can make it a tie. Her serve is just over the line, a bit too hard. So close there for the Lancers, but another point gained by the Mustangs. Score is now 7-5, and number 6 will be serving. Number 6 is
Erica Simmons.
Her serve is good. Bryn setting it to Avery.
Bryn
bumping
all the way
it
back over to Erica.
Free
over
play.
the 10.
Great dig there by Alexis. Claire coming in for a spike.
It
an
gets
amazing
blocked
block,
and rejected and back down on the ground.
and sent down between the front row and the back row. Neither one able to react fast enough to put it back up into the air. Mustangs leading by 3 here. Claire over to Bryn. Nice save there by Bryn on getting that from running into the net. 6 setting it over to Berman, who sets it to Avery. Back row spike by Milena, and another great block here by the Mustangs.
All right, that would be
6 again serving. Number 6 is
Erica.
10 setting it over to 1 for a hard spike. Bryn manages to keep it up in the air, and they get it over the air. Must have just been inside the candy cane sticks there, but the spike by 12 is unable to be blocked by the Lancers. Melrose has pulled ahead by 5 points here. Lancers really need to get something going. Otherwise, this third set is going to get away from them. Bryn coming in for the hard spike. The blockers managed to keep it on the Lancers side of the net, and a double hit is going to be called there on Avery. Again, we've never seen any refs be so strict as these two, so definitely giving the teams a hard time here.
Claire tips it over to 2. Number 12 setting up number 2, who hits it down, and
it is inbounds.
Yep, Caitlin not able to get to that in time.
And Avery thought it was out of bounds there. Melrose has pulled ahead by 7 points here.
All right. We'll see if the Lancers can come back and make this set like the last one. Last one, they're neck and neck with each other almost the entire time.
Lancers have definitely been playing a very good game here tonight. Just Melrose has a really hard team here for the Lancers. Their height and their spiking is definitely giving the Lancers a hard time. Lancers have been doing a great job of blocking here. And they've set up some good spikes themselves, some nice accurate ones. Both teams doing a really nice job of serving. And some amazing saves by both teams. They've managed to save some things I never would have thought were possible. But
yeah.
So congrats to both teams on that for making it to this.
All right. Erica serving again.
No. Regional final? No, it's
conference.
Conference finals. There we go. 6. Bryn coming in for a spike, manages to get it over the blockers, but 10's there to save it. 1 spiking it, but now with
to Avery
force.
to Claire, who spikes
and
it down.
another double hit called there on Avery.
Wow.
Judges or refs just not giving the Lancers or either team a break on that. Both teams have been called quite a bit for double hits here.
All right, to Milena, to Avery, and Bryn spikes it, makes it over barely, and lands in bounds.
Yeah, blockers unable to keep it on the Lancers side of the net, and it falls down on their side of the net. No one there to back them up this time, and it was right in the net, so that one would have been a hard one to save. Lancers not down a ton here, but it's definitely going to be hard for them to come back. Alexis trying to start it off here with a great serve. One with an amazing spike, but blocked or dug by Alexis here. 17 for a back row spike, and that one is out of bounds. Great look there by Alexis and Berman not hitting that ball and getting the Lancers another point. They're now only down 6 points here.
Alexis to
another great serve and ace there for Alexis.
It was a nice dig, though, I thought.
Yeah.
He was able to get it up.
Good try there by the Mustangs, Libero.
Alexis serving again, received by the Libero. Over to 10, and number 6 with the spike.
Number 8, I think.
8, you're right. That is an 8.
Another kill by 8. Jeez, I think without her, the Lancers would definitely have a better shot at this game. She's just killing the ball. And the Lancers' chances at this game here. Every time the Lancers have something going, they just set it to her. And
to Avery and Claire with the spike.
Claire's spike is hard and powerful, but a bit too powerful and carries over the line. It was a nicely done spike, just not enough down there, and the point will go to the Mustangs. 7 serving here. Number 7 is Keegan, I think. Bryn coming in for a hard spike, gets it over the blockers. One trying to keep it back where her team can do something with it, but is unable to, and the Lancers take the point. Still only down 6 as Allison comes in here, and Claire will serve for the Lancers. Claire's serve is good, 7. Ooh, 10 with the surprise set over. Lancers all diving for it, but unable to keep it up in the air. And a point for Melrose. Number 11 subbing in here for number 12. And number 11 will now be serving.
All right. 11, Eviana Radcliffe.
Great serve
over
there.
Nicole.
Nice dig by Nicole.
Claire to Allison, who hits it over.
Oh, 8 coming in for another one of her devastating kills. Nicole
those
trying
are
to get
very
under.
powerful. 8.
You're wondering how many she has now. She has at least
11 serving. Oh, whoops.
She has at least 11 kills. Ooh. Allison
4 hits.
spiking it, but her spike did not make it even into the blocker's hands. Instead, ricocheting off the net, and 4 hits are called on the Lancers. Abby coming in here for the Lancers. I think this might be Abby's first time playing on varsity here this year.
Yeah. All right,
Not
we
for
have
sure.
11 to Abby, to Avery, and Erica
with a
tips.
good tip there, but 1 was ready for it. Surprise set by 10, but Abby's ready for it. Erica coming in for a hard spike up to number 17. Melrose gets it over again. Allison just barely trying to whack it over the front line. However, number 8's tall and manages to spike it down on the Lancers side. Lancers down 10 here, definitely starting to lose heart. It's going to be really hard for them to come back and win this match. Not impossible, but extremely challenging.
Claire not able to get to that.
Claire not able to get to that, and
would
I
be an
think
ace.
she probably should have let it go, as I think it would have been out of bounds. Not for sure on that, but
11, Eviana.
over to Avery. Spike by Allison. 8 surprise setting it over. Claire to Abby. Bryn coming in with a spike. 17 diving for it.
Very, very nice save.
Incredible save there. Lancers should have been trying to get a spike off right away there, I think, while the Mustangs were still back. However, they're unable to do that. 8 spike goes into the Lancers, up to the ceiling, and back to the Mustang side. Just such hard spikes there by number 8. Even when the Lancers block them, they still normally score a point off of them. It's 9-21 here as number 11 serves, but
Goes
her
into the
serve is
net.
no good as it goes into the net. That's Eviana who just got the ace. Bryn will now be serving for the Lancers. Her first serve is good. 17 receiving it. Ooh, very nice save there by the Mustangs. They have had so many of those. Erica's spike is hard, but blocked. Free play here for the Mustangs. Man, my words are just not working tonight. Abby back to Annie, tipping it over, but a great dig there by number 7. Abby gets a good dig, and Bryn with the surprise set. 11 to 10. 8 coming in for the powerful spike, but Allison blocking it all by herself there. Well done there by Allison.
Bryn to Erica, who tips it over to 17.
Another
Over to
great
11,
save
and number
by
10 with the hit
Mustangs.
over.
Claire back to Annie. She gets it past the blockers. 8 coming in for another powerful spike. Bryn keeping that one alive. 2 blocks there on number 8 spikes in a row. Very well done. Abby to Annie. She gets it over here in 17, setting up 10 to 8 again, and another powerful spike. This time the Lancers are unable to keep it up. Great volley there by both teams. Very well played. But
I think there were 4 hits called on the Mustangs.
oh, 4 hits called on the Mustangs. Okay. Lancers get the point. Well done there. 10 with the surprise set over. Ooh, we had someone in the net or something. I don't know for sure. I think someone got in the net there, as their set was out of bounds, and I thought might have even been a lift. But Lancers down 10 here as 17 serves it into the net here. 17 is Katie, their libero. Mustangs can definitely afford a few mistakes like that, but they can't do too many, or the Lancers will take advantage of it here. Erica serving here. Her serve is good, and a miscommunication by the Mustangs. The Mustangs seem to be getting a little sloppy here at the end. I mean, they are up by 9 points, but 9 points can go surprisingly fast in a volleyball game here.
Erica serves, received by 7, over to 11, and 6 hits it down to Claire, who bumps it over to Bryn, who sets up Annie.
Oh, another great save by the Mustangs. Definitely trying there again. Allison trying to spike it. The ball goes off her hand. Weird, and a point for the Mustangs. They now only need 2 more to win this match here. This will be their 3rd set if they win it. And varsity only plays 3 out of 5, even in a conference game.
Yep. All right, we got number 10, Colette.
Good serve to Claire. Claire receiving it. Allison coming in for a hard spike. She kills it there. And number 17 is unable to dig it. Point to the Lancers. Very well done there by Allison, as she now goes out for Berman, who will be serving for the Lancers. Berman will have to serve a lot here to get the Lancers back into this one. Her first serve's good. 10 over to 6, spiking it, and the Lancers get the block here. Oh, but we have...
Goes out of bounds off the block.
Goes out of bounds off the block. Point going to the Mustangs.
All right, we have 8, Emily Herzberg.
Lancers now needing to get 11 points in a row here in order to win this.
Oh, it is match point. Or, yeah, match.
Match point.
Yeah, match point.
Hard serve there, but Buck manages to get it. Claire coming in for a hard spike. She puts it right on the line. Very well done there by Claire, keeping the Lancers in this game. The score is 15 to 24. Lancers only need 10 points in a row here from Avery. I would not want to be in Avery's position right now here. 10 setting it over. Alexis, Avery, Bryn coming in with a hard spike. 17 with the set all the way over here from the back row, a push over here. Alexis with a nice spike to the libero. 12 gets it over the net. Back to Alexis here, set, pushing it over to the back row again. 6 with a spike, but a spike goes into the net. And the Lancers get 1 point closer to the 9 points they need. It is now 8 points they need to win this game.
Yeah. Way to go. All right.
A great serve again by Avery.
17 hits it down to Avery, and the point goes to the Lancers.
We have a, it's not a carry. Maybe it's a carry. I don't know if it's called a carry in volleyball. It wasn't a lift, but it was like
illegal attack.
And illegal attack. Oh, because the back row spiked it in front of the blue line. That's what happened there. 2 bumping it over. Free play for the Lancers. They need to take advantage of it, but are unable to here. Claire 10 with a set. And
Ooh,
the set
Lancers
is much out of bounds.
coming
Lancers
back a little
coming
bit.
back quite a bit here. Score is 18 to 24. Good job for the Lancers here on not giving up. Looked like they were going to for a little bit, but then they got back into it here. 10 setting up 1 for the back row spike. Ooh, the Lancers diving for it.
Not
And
quite
unable
able
to get it. Very well played game here by both teams. Lancers definitely trying so hard here in this conference match. And I think this means that the Mustangs have won the conference. Not for sure, but that is my feeling.
All right. So,
Both teams playing a great game here. Some amazing saves, great spikes, and amazing digs, serves. All around a great game here. So
yeah,
join us. There should be more volleyball, I think.
some away games maybe.
No,
No,
I think
home
this
games?
is the last game, but I think, well, there's definitely a tournament, but I don't think we'll
Okay.
be broadcasting that. And I
Okay.
don't know if the Lancers made it into the regionals or not, so we'll have to see. Someone out there probably knows whether there's more games or not. You guys probably know more than we do, so
Yep.
I won't tell you anymore, and thanks for watching.
Yep. Thanks for watching.